What's up, fight fans? And we are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I'm always your host, Edwin. And where do all fights start? So, I hope you guys heard those sound effects, but if you didn't, let's let the show continue. So, fight fans, we got a lot to talk about, a lot to unravel, a lot of boxing talk, and most importantly, fight cards that are coming up. Interesting enough, the return of Tank Davis. A lot of people have been waiting for the return of Tank Davis and who his opponent was going to be. Lo and behold, they are saying that rumors are saying right now that Sept Pitbull Cruz will be Gervonta Tank Davis's opponent for this summer. So, with Tank Davis, I can't really say things ain't subject to change, so to speak, because it is. Also, as well, you got potential fight for Devin Haney. I'm already hearing that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia are scheduled in September. But isn't he supposed to be fighting Rolly? So a lot of people are taking that, here goes Turkey Al-Sheikh doing his thing again. You know how he do. He announces fights, pre-date fights. He has a habit of doing that. Who is Devin Haney and a 3-fight deal with Turkey, right? I don't know how long their business is going to extend. The future will tell us, as the fights progress. But I think this is just one of those kind of cases once again. I think he is going to fight Rolly. And then after the Rolly fight, he's going to rematch Ryan. And I guess that's the plans, so to speak. You even heard things about Clarissa Shields saying that she was going to knock out Rolly and beat Rolly and that he's a world champion. So we got a lot. The mic sounds good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was going to ask that. Yes, thank you. So fight fans, we got a lot to talk about and much, much more. We got, this Saturday, Honor Barboza, and that fight card. We're going to break down all of that. We're going to answer a lot of your questions. So do me a favor, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Become a Round One Sports Talk member. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon. It'll allow you to know when I go on live. So let's hop right into this episode. So fight fans, man, listen, we have a lot to talk about, but before we get into that, let me just hit these buttons right here. Why doesn't it go off? Oh, let me know if you guys heard anything on those sound effects or anything. I have some presets, and I'm still working on the system. I just came to realize all right. So I let off those sound effects right there. I just got these presets and everything, and then I learned later that my software, it's in its beta form. So if you're glitching, they said, or not getting your sound effects, don't get discouraged, that they're working on their software. So it might not even be me. I could have been doing it right this whole time and kept flip-flopping, and it was the software. So I got a report on that. So I'm fixing everything, but we'll have everything going here in no time. But let's talk about these fights. Well, okay. What do you guys think about the Gervonta Tank Davis situation? And is this the type of fight that you want to see Gervonta Tank Davis in against Sept Pitbull Cruz? Now, yes, I already seen this fight, just like you. And I saw Gervonta Davis beat Isaac Pitbull Cruz with one hand. He broke his hand in the fight. I seen him beat Isaac Pitbull Cruz with one hand. But, you know, the fact that Isaac Pitbull Cruz fared that well against, you know, arguably the face of boxing and one of the biggest power punchers we have in the sport, Gervonta Tank Davis. Listen, you can say a lot about Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's been in the news for good and bad reasons. But one thing you can't say about Gervonta Tank Davis, that he can't crack. That man got some serious knockout power. And if he finds your chin, it's night-night. A lot of fighters went into the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis and fucked around and found out, didn't they? And got knocked out. So, Gervonta going back to rematch this fight, it's important in a way. It's going to answer some questions. Can Isaac Pitbull Cruz truly beat Gervonta Tank Davis? When Isaac Pitbull Cruz walked away from that fight, they asked him. He said, man, listen, I was like that close. If I get another shot at Gervonta Tank Davis, I'm telling you, I can beat him. Isaac Pitbull Cruz is saying, listen, now I know what he got. Now I'm more familiar with him, right? I think I could do better. I think I can do a lot better. Not only do I think I can do better, but I could win the fight. And many people walked away from that fight saying, I think Isaac can beat him. In fact, Isaac Pitbull Cruz later went on to become a world champion. So it proves to the kind of caliber of fighter Isaac Pitbull Cruz is. He's a worthy opponent. Worthy opponent. And in a way, when I talk about the fight, I like the fight. I like the fight because Gervonta needs to get in there and put Isaac Pitbull Cruz away. What fighters couldn't do. So if he can knock out or stop Isaac Pitbull Cruz, it would answer that question for Gervonta. Now, wouldn't it? He ran it back. He got his get back. Because in the sport of boxing, when we watch guys get these close fights, right? And we see, like, right now, Navarrete's being ordered by the WBO right now to run his back against Charlie Suarez. They're ordering that one, I'm hearing. So, and I like that. Because in boxing, when we say, yo, we think that was a good punch by Charlie Suarez. They should have never stopped that fight like that and went to the scorecards. You know, so when we see squabbles that we do want to see the answer to, I want to see that back. I want to see Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I want to see that back. I need to know who's going to win that fight, definitely. Those are the kind of fights you want answers to. Now, although, you know, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, not for me so much, but maybe for you. But maybe for you. I can't speak for all the fans. There's fans out there right now that are excited about this fight. Like it's one of the biggest fights, you know, of the year. Because it means something to them. Because they're the fan of those boxers. You know, today on the Boxing Voice, they asked, what are your top 5 fighters you can't wait to watch? Just give me 5 fighters this year you cannot wait to watch. You want to see that man in the ring. Give me 5 fighters. And look, for me, my top 5 fighters that I would want to see this year might not be yours. But the beauty about all of that you might have 5, or maybe mine and yours, a couple of ours might match, right? But we're keeping the sport of boxing alive. You're anticipated to see your guys. I'm anticipated to see mine. He's anticipating to see his. And at least we're watching boxing. You know, so I'll give you my 5, right? And I would say like maybe the top 3 are in the order, but under that, like no really particular order. But I got to admit, my number 1 fighter I'm excited to see this year is Naoya Inoue. For me. A lot of people are like, I'm not going to see that dude. Man, listen. That's my number 1 fighter. I won't miss none of his fights. 6 o'clock in the morning, 7. Like I don't wake up that early to go to school, go to work. Come on, man. They trying to act like it's an inconvenience. Man, let me get up, get my coffee, eat my Danish, and watch some knockouts. Count me in. I'm good. I got no problem with that, right? So, in a way, it's like my number 1 dude that I want to see this year fight. Okay? I got to admit, I want to see what Tank look like. I wouldn't mind seeing now, if I had to rate it on talent, though, not a show. See, that's kind of different. Because I want to see Xander again, definitely. 100% I want to see Xander again. Like, he's on a roll right now. You know, and for my people, it's exciting to see him fight because he's doing shit no Puerto Rican fighter ever done. So it's a real interesting time for me. See, my guys might not be yours. You understand? You know, I can't say so much. Like, I want to see Dev, right? But it's not like, I mean, Dev's got to be there somewhere. He's got to be in there. You know, because it's the development of these fighters. A little while ago, Dev was on a down. Shakur was on a down. They're on an up right now. You know, and I want to see both of them. You know, there's some fighters like, you know, and I know, well, not all these fighters are my guys because the Japanese guy in the top is not American or Puerto Rican. So, yeah. Who else? Who else I really want to see, man? I mean, there's some guys I want to see the return of. Yeah, interesting guys like Errol Spence Jr. and the Charlo twins. You know, as the days count down, I'm starting to have my doubts. But I would love to see them return. Yeah, in a way, yes. Oscar Collazo, that's a personal one for me. And he's fighting on this card with Honor Barboza and Sims, right? Kenneth Sims. Gabriela Fondora as a girl. I like her. But I'm not saying that I wish, like, I can't wait for a Gabby fight. No. But when she comes around, I pay attention. Yeah. She's fun to watch. She's going to shoot a 10-round fight there and put all her belts on the line. You know, Alexis Arocha is fighting too on that card. So, what do you got? What's up, Frontline? Don't nobody want to see or get excited about Haney fight. see, Frontline, that might not be your cup of tea. It might not be your cup of tea. But the suspense builds around the Ryan fight. What if Devin loses? Right? What if he loses to Rolly, out of all people? Come on, man. Rolly's hot right now. He just eliminated one of the horsemen. Rolly's about to rewrite history and put himself as one of the horsemen. Because he done beat one of the horsemen, Ryan. He's going at the other. What if Rolly's like a cat? You know when you throw a cat out the window? That motherfucker lands on his feet. You could throw a cat in the air, flip it. It's going to land on its feet. Rolly is a cat. He always lands on his feet somehow, even when he's down bad. Down like in the Eastside Pitbull Cruz fight bad, right? Even when he's down bad, somehow he like comes out the other side clean. And then they be calling Rolly all these kind of names, but that motherfucker says some of the smartest boxing shit I've heard come out of his mouth in quite some time. Yo, I be thinking, Rolly comes off to me like when he's like fucking around, I guess, the antics, because, I don't like choose to like fuck around with the antics too much, right? So when I see him sometimes, right, I'm not taking shots at him, right? But he's like one of those kind of people, I can't learn nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? Because he just jokes and he's always trolling and capping and, so like, I don't take him serious like that. Not in a boxing, like, to think like Rolly can break down or no. That motherfucker's smart. I've been seeing him talk about Ryan, Devin situation. They would break it. And I was like, he's saying some smart shit. Like, and I be thinking, I ain't gonna learn nothing from you. And look, lo and behold, fucking Rolly, man. I was hearing this and I was like, you right. Damn, that's a good point, right? I didn't see it that way. You know what I mean? And then, I asked myself, who more qualified to talk about boxing but a professional 3-division world champion? You know what I mean? And I know that all these boxers they're not coaches. They're not boxing historians. They're fighters. Sometimes fighters don't know the ins and outs. They're just a trained soldier. Sometimes a boxer really can't even tell you some of the things, the intricacies, they just do. They just do. They're a fighter. The coach is the one that comes up with the formula and the game plan. They instill it into the fighter and the fighter executes. Sometimes a lot of fighters just like that. You really don't, I've spoken to a lot of fighters. And you'll be surprised how common they don't know about the sport or even watch boxing. A majority of the fighters, I don't watch boxing. It's like asking a baseball player, you watch baseball? Fuck I watch baseball for? I'm a major league baseball player. I actually play the game. I don't want to watch this shit. I got to play this shit for 9 innings, So, it's like that. But Rolly surprised me in recent interviews. I'm not saying all interviews in the back. I'm just saying right about now, like I've been paying attention and he kind of surprised me. He did. So I'm like, yeah, listen. Then it goes full circle to Devin. What's up with Devin? Devin's already making plans to run it back with Ryan. I'm hearing. Shout out to Showbiz, the adult. He reported that he has a video with Ryan and Devin Haney scheduled for September. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, what happened with the Rolly fight? Wasn't they supposed to? And I just think that that's one of Turkey's things. You know how he does. Turkey does this all the time to us. It gets us confused and shit. Like, wait. I heard he was fighting, you know what I'm saying? Who was it? What fighter was it? I think he was supposed to fight Puma. Bam Bam Rodriguez was actually fighting the next day on a card, and they had him facing off with the other dude, right? And they were scheduling their fight, which was like a month and a half away from that fight card. Remember that, guys? Do you guys remember? Am I right here? Do I got the right fighters? Do you guys remember this? Right? Remember Turkey did this shit. He had Bam Rodriguez fighting on a card. I was confused as hell. because they was announcing the fight card. It was too close together. There was another fight that like that, and one got pulled off the card because it was too close, the dates. Remember? And they was like, oh, hell no, he ain't going to be able to do it. Who is that too? Turkey does this a lot. He did it with the Deontay Wilder. He was supposed to fight AJ. Zan ended up stopping him. Then Wilder was supposed to fight AJ again, and Parker ended up whooping that ass. Remember? And he announced it. He does this all the time. All the time. So I kind of took it that way. I was like, no, maybe the Rolly thing is still a go. Full steam ahead. I think Debo's going to try to go after Rolly. And we can talk about that fight if you want to. Listen. My boxing IQ tells me Devin Haney's spider senses, boxing spider senses, are on high alert. The odds of him making that mistake that he made in the Ryan fight is fresh in the back of his mind. When you see Devin Haney next time in that ring, you're going to see a focused Devin Haney. He's still suffering trauma from that Ryan night. Let me tell you something. Go back and watch the interview that Devin Haney himself was on. And he said, I ain't never, keyword, I have never been dominated like that in my life. I've never felt power like that. I've never been dominated like that. Let me tell you something right now. Talk about facing adversity and facing your fears. I've been in a fight where I was bullied by a bigger kid in the neighborhood. I left that summer, came back. I was a bit taller. And I saw him. I wasn't like intimidated by him, but the fear and the nerves came back. And I was scared. But there are certain things in life sometimes that'll make you do crazy things. Girls. The fact that they were standing there and I wasn't about to look like a little bitch. I did my best. I'm not going to say I lost or won, but I did my best that day. My big brother scraped them after that, but still, I was a kid. I learned something, right? Okay. So, Devin fighting Ryan, all these fights in between time, he's got to do more than just perform. He's got to convince himself that he can beat Ryan. You know what Rolly said in that interview? He says, I don't give a fuck how much PEDs or how high Ryan was on PEs. That still does not explain why Devin Haney's hands were down. Why Devin? What? That effect did not affect Devin Haney. What was he doing in the ring? And I said this on my show. The first day, day one, right after the Devin Haney fight with Ryan. Remember, this is the next day. No one knew about the Austrian scandal. It hadn't broken yet. It broke in the following week under the Saul Canelo Alvarez fight. Remember when they had a big viewing eyes? That's when they dropped the news. So the next day I came on and I told you guys. They says, oh shit, the Ryan. Everybody was like in shock. Nobody knew what the fuck to say. Devin Haney fans went in hiding because the scandal hadn't broke yet, right? So I come on and I say, check this out, people. How could you know all the answers to your test and fail the test? You had a cheat sheet right here. How did you know all the answers and you got an F? How's that possible? Meaning, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia is leading into the fight. What did Devin say all week? Ryan Garcia, you ain't nothing but a quitter and a left check hook. That's all you are. All you got is that check hook. So how is it that Devin Haney knew exactly what you were going to do? What were you training for? What did you prepare for? Did you prepare for the left check hook that you told the world you knew he was going to throw? What were you doing in training camp? Not blocking the left check hook. So how could you know all the answers to the test and in 30 seconds you failed the test in round 1? The very first round, the first initial assault from Ryan, left check hook, connect. Bro, it couldn't have been that easy. For all your preparation, Devin, you didn't block the first one? The first one. Devin, that's why it's hard not to take what Rolly is saying serious. And me. The next day I told you exactly that. How did you know all the answers to the test and fail? What were you working on? Then the Austrian scandal broke, and then the rest is history. Then I came on and told you guys, and I got a lot of shit after this. Yo, Ryan Garcia technically is never going in a cheating book. He's not going in the book with Saul Canelo Alvarez as a PE user. He didn't get found guilty for Austrian. He's not guilty. So then everybody was, Edwin, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I challenge anybody like I did then. Why don't you go read the New York Boxing Athletic official statement? It's posted. That dude, once again, Showbiz the Adults, shout out to you. He even posted it even today on his channel, as a matter of fact. Yes, he did. He's got the letter on his show. The same exact letter. And it explains on the letter what exactly did he get suspended for. And it was for failure to report 2 supplements. Those supplements, neither of them were against the rules. Neither of them. Like, meaning, had he reported both those supplements, he could have took them. Yes. But the fact that when you go into training camps, the rules state you must submit all your vitamins, everything you're taking. They test it. They tell you all this is good. It passes. You can take all of that. Go ahead. Start training camp day 1. You can't switch. Nothing else. And if you're going to take something new, you got to submit it to us. Those are the rules in boxing. Does everybody follow by the rules? How do the people in the gym athletic committee know what we're taking in the gym? You know, it's a little flexible. Just don't take anything illegal. But they don't really fuck with you. In fact, Ryan Garcia is the first boxer in boxing history to be awarded a suspension under that rule. He is the first boxer in history. He's going down in the record book for that. But what he's not going down in the record book as a cheater. Him and his lawyers swindle their way right out of that one. By popular, belief as fans, we know what happened. 50 years from now, when they open up the boxing books, Ryan Garcia will not be in the cheaters section. He will not be in there with as a doper in a professional sport and that he got caught. They'll get sued for that. Nobody can because Ryan's lawyers can sue you for that. Because you never found them guilty for that. So they don't have the right to put them in the cheaters book. Yeah. So it begs the question. When we go back to the Ryan Garcia Devin Haney fight, you better believe all this shit is coming back up to the surface. All of it. No matter how long Ryan can run from it, unless he fights Devin Haney again, I don't think the public is going to let this go. They're not going to let it go. As you can clearly see after the fight with Mario Barrio, the fighters came out. They had the gauze right here where they drew blood. If nothing, you heard nothing from at this point, Ryan Garcia passed everything. You better believe they were under Ryan like this with a microscope. Like that. Yeah. And you know how it is when you, if you've never boxed or anything, no news is good news. If you don't hear anything back from your piss and your blood, like in 2-3 days or whatever, you're good. They usually don't contact you just as, hey, you're great. They don't got time for that shit. If you don't hear anything, you're good. It's basically how it works. But if you get one of them phone calls, your coach or anything, then you got some explaining to do. You know what I mean? But I'm just bringing all of this up to prepare you for September. If everything is a go, and all the boxing gods align up the stars, and Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia were to meet, right? That's what we want to see. Now, Devin's got to get past Rolly, but now I'm going to talk about that fight. I said all of that to say this. Like I said, I don't think that Devin's going to go to sleep. That Ryan Garcia fight taught him a lot. And I haven't really seen him get lazy. I'm not next to Devin. I don't know what he's up to, what he's been doing. I don't know none of that. But I would have to strongly believe that Devin is going to be Devin. And in a boxing world, Rolly's getting good. He's getting a lot better than what he started, isn't he? Rolly's good. He's strong. He's durable. But that's it. That's it. I think Devin's going to pack him up. I think what we're going to watch with the Devin and Rolly, this is my opinion. I think what we're going to see is what Devin Haney should have done to Ryan Garcia. This is what it's going to look like. This is going to be the ass whooping Ryan Garcia should have got in the first fight if Devin didn't fall asleep behind the wheel. That's what I believe is going to happen. Now, boxing is unique in many different ways. Because fuck what I say, right? Rolly is going to try to do his own thing. And Rolly is a gamer. He's a real firecracker. And let me tell you something. Rolly can pull the upset. I've already seen it. I seen what he did to Ryan, and I seen what Ryan did to Devin. Right? Triangle theories won't work here. No, they won't. But that's what makes this interesting. It does, doesn't it? So Rolly, shout out to you. You got your own dreams, your own vision. You got your own family to provide for. And shit, on that night, you want to be a unified world champion as well. Hey, listen, Devin Haney fans, you guys are great. But Rolly got his own fans. And he brings his own belt to the table. And Rolly ain't about just to hand that belt over. Nah, baby. Devin, you want this? You're going to have to come get it. That's what time Rolly's on. He's on demon time right now. And Rolly ain't trying to be friends with none of y'all dudes. He ain't trying to play Call of Duty, hook up as buddies. He ain't trying to do none of that. All Rolly trying to do is get to the top and get better with every fight. Listen, Rolly, I see you, Rolly. I see you. It's something about, boxing that really disciplines a man. But what even more disciplines a man and guides you is the Bible, is God. Is getting in contact, if you believe in that, with your higher power. And Rolly's coach now, and Rolly, he's got that man focused. He's got him focused. Rolly is talking smarter, thinking better, getting better, and he's acting like a real champion right now. Listen, man, I don't view Rolly as that fighter when he fought like Javante Tank Davis or the old guy and how bad he looked against Esau Pitbull Cruz. Nah. I think Rolly is a he's a puncher, a power puncher. I think that Rolly, when he wants to, the way he's been putting his hands together, he can put them together. I just think that Devin's sharper. Devin definitely knows how to manage a fight. If Devin gets up on the scorecards on Rolly's going to have to get desperate, take more chances, and at that time, Devin can really hurt Rolly. I'm interested to see how the fight plays out. May the best man win. I hope both men success, but only one man can win. Only one man can win this fight. You know, whichever way it goes, whoever you supporting in the fight, I don't got a horse in the race. I never really do. I love to call fights, pick guys to make things interesting, but they'll never forget, I love all the boxers. I'm critical to some boxers, and it's because I expect more from them. So I don't slack on any of these guys, but I like to call and watch a competitive matchup. You know, I believe that Ryan Garcia answered some questions for us. You know, against Mario Barrio, he looked sharp, he looked good. And if you ask me, you know, for all the comments that they made of him being on Austrian in the Devin fight, now looking back at the Devin fight versus him in the ring with Mario Barrio, Ryan looked better in shape with Mario Barrio than he did all butterballed the fuck out. He looked like he was high on carbs. You know when, like, I don't know if you guys ever work out, but you get that, there'll be like a moment if you don't recognize it, right? Before I recognized it and I learned about it, I didn't know what it was. Some weeks, I'd be real big. I'll be like bulky as hell in the gym. And I notice it, like it's like visible. And then 3 days later, I'm thinner. And I've still been working out the whole 4 days. I'm just like, why the fuck did I lose muscle mass, right? Until a real bodybuilder type dude told me, oh, you were just all carved out. He said, did you notice you ate pasta that week? I said, yeah, man, I ate a shitload of pasta that week, man. I ate spaghetti, I had lasagna. I was at this banquet. He was like, yeah, man, you're just all bulked up off carbs. When that comes out of you in 3 days, I said, that's exactly when. And I was like, yeah, that's how long it's going to take. And he said, it's not your body. He's like, you just took in a lot of carbs. So that's kind of like what Ryan looked like now thinking about it. I was like, he was probably all carved the fuck up. He didn't cut weight. Devin gave too much. He shrunk himself down like that. And meanwhile, he's eating pasta, carved the fuck up. But Ryan was better in shape in the Mario Barrio fight. Way better in shape. Yeah, now that I look at it, I'm like, man, he looked like shit in the Devin fight. Compared to that guy, I was like, yeah. How does this? Japan's strong too. Puerto Rico plays Italy. Oh, in the baseball? How does this affect in legacy? It doesn't. It does not. That is baseball. Naoya Inoue is a boxer. Okay? We don't know nothing about no damn baseball right now. Even though that shit was popping. Damn, Puerto Rico lost a close one to Canada. It was like 3-2, some shit like that. Damn, that was damn. And you know what hurt the worst? We walked in 2 batters, man. That's what fucking hurt the worst. Like, they didn't earn it, like, on hits. We gave them 2 points, like, that was, we down bad right there, bro. We shooting ourselves in the foot, like, you know, but we still doing our thing, so, you know, but I haven't really caught up to it much. I've been watching it here and there, the baseball shit. It's exciting. but we got boxing to talk about. Listen, so like, yeah, a lot of these. And before we get off Rolly, Clarissa Shields, and to all the women that watch my stream, ladies, love you. Love you. You ladies are the best. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that so that I can say some shit. Like buttering you up to say some shit. I'm going to say some shit, but I still mean that. Love you ladies. You girls are the best, man. I've seen some pretty amazing lady fights and competition for the ladies of late. Exciting. Did you guys see Egypt get knocked the fuck out? I believe that was 2 women. That's probably going to be the knockout of the year. Hands down. She knocked the life out that woman. All right? So, women, listen, and I mean that. But, Clarissa Shields, to all the women, listen. There's times when men want to talk to you real talk. I'm being as sincere as I can. Sincere. And I'm a man right now that if you were a woman, you were a boxer, you loved it, please give me the benefit of the doubt. Just hear me out. When I was 14 years old, I got my ass kicked for being bad. But there was something I noticed that day. At that time, those belts my mom was hitting me with, that shit didn't hurt anymore. Shit did not hurt. Although I made the fatal mistake of reaching out and grabbing the belt and trying to tell her, this shit's gotta stop, she went ham on me. Now I had to pretend I was crying, right? Because she hit me 30 more times, but still they didn't hurt. My point is this, that at a certain age, men pass you in strength. It's not my decision, it's not yours. It's nature. Man was given strength, and women was given the ability to give birth. I don't never know what it's like to give birth. I can't give birth to a child. Right? And at a certain point, whether we want to or not, we have to respect our women. Clarissa Shields, your entire boxing career, you've probably trained, sparred with men in the gym. But I can guarantee you that they were told to take it easy. And although after you took off your headgear, they told you, nah, I was going hard. No, Clarissa Shields. No. And if you grew up really believing you can beat on the boys, there were probably some boys that punched you hard. There are probably guys out there that can't crack at all. You know, but Clarissa Shields, honey, listen to me. You can't beat Rolly. I'm sorry. You can't. I don't think you'll ever beat Rolly. I'm not sure there was a point in your career you could. Rolly's a man. And just because he's a man, I know you ladies might say, just because he's a man, would you think she can't beat him? No. There's situations where ladies have beat up men. I've even seen videos where ladies knocked out men cold. Shit, I saw my mother whoop a dude's ass. So, yes, very much so. But we're not talking about a guy on a street corner. We're not talking about me coming off my couch. Clarissa Shields will probably kick my ass. Yeah. We're talking about a professional boxer in Rolly. We're not talking about some Joe Schmo guy smoking 2 packs of Marlboros a day, get in the ring with Clarissa Shields. She's going to beat him up. Yeah. I'm not saying that women can't compete with men. No. There's women out there that will kick my ass. She's washing it. I'm washing them right now, baby. You got that. Want me to wash your panties later? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's some bad women out there. Man, I'm not stepping in the way of Gabriela from Dora's fight. No. Right this way. You know what I mean? But we're talking about Rolly. This is a dude that's been in there with men like the Devins of the world, the Richard Hitchens, like Tank Davis. Like, are you serious, Clarissa Shields? Are you serious? You really, like, Rolly's in shape. A 12-round fight, like, Rolly will, and I wouldn't pay to see that. And I hope Rolly never takes you serious, because I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a highly trail-skinned fighter against a female fight. No, I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I have enough fun watching ladies knock out these bum-ass dudes on TikTok. That shit is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit, she knocked him out. That shit is hilarious. But no, not with Rolly. Nah, Clarissa, don't do that. Like, come on, man. Don't gas yourself up that much like that. If you're a professional, you're probably training with some good amateur fighters, men fighters, or things like that. But Clarissa, man, like, stay in your lane. Watch what you say, because people are going to clown you about shit like that. And I don't want to see them talking about the heavyweight female champion. You don't need to say shit like that to you. You're the GOAT. You're the queen of female boxing. Act like it. Stay in your lane. Beat up female fighters. Don't make wild statements and accusations you can't do. That's all, honey. Because they're going to start fucking trolling you. They're going to start fucking saying things about you. Nah, and I don't like them talking about my champions. When it comes to any fighters with belts, I'm telling you, I'm going to be there for you. Don't disrespect the champion. But you're making it hard. You're saying these statements like, I'm sitting there like, did she just say she's gonna fuck up Rolly? Do you think that dude is sweet? What part of Rolly do you think that spells bitch ass? Like no. Rolly's tapped. He's capable of going in the ring and actually putting mitts and hooves all over you. He might not have enough to be like, back up. Rolly will go at you full steam. Boom! Try to knock your head right off your shoulders. Yo, I seen this white boy put Clarissa down, and she tried to say he took the padding out the glove. Man, that was a left check hook. Solid. Boom! Clarissa flatlined. Boop! I was, oh shit. It looked like the dude was tired of her running her mouth. Like, Clarissa, you can't beat a man. Like, all right, you want me to do this? Boom! That's what it looked like. Then she made a story about it. She looked real bad about that. And it's like, Clarissa, honey, just stay in your lane. You're doing great. You're doing phenomenal. You are the best female heavyweight champion we've had. You got belts in multiple divisions. Stay in your lane, sweetheart. Just stay in your lane. You're the shit. You are the shit. But this way you're doing it, nah. You can beat me up. You want to take that? You beat me up. Clarissa Gio, I won't fight you. You're going to beat me up, all right? I'll run out of 10 seconds. Round one tired. You guys see me tired, and now I'm not even in shape. I'll be round one super tired. 10 seconds. I get knocked out. Clarissa Gio, beat me up. You know what I mean? Right? You know what I mean? But, like, yo, come on, man. Rolly's a trained professional. Are you serious? Like, come on, lady. Nah. What's up, Koki? She's getting smacked up like Rolly. Yo. Does that go the same for 420 smokers? What? Hit the like button, guys. What's up, Koki? Coach Marco, it would be a pleasure to have you on one day, the panel as a guest. Your journey as a boxer, coach, and military man is worth the interview with Edwin. Yes, absolutely it would be. Absolutely. Oh, we dropped the link in chat. Hey, yo, Funline, why you ain't hop up already? Late to work again. Yo, Funline, I would like to see you in the office. Talk about your salary, your pay. Yeah, Yeah. It looks like here. Let me check the paperwork. Yeah, it looks like you just got a promotion not too long ago. Well, we're gonna have to talk about that now, are we? Yo. What's up, Jason? Hey, yo. You guys know the negotiation with me and Frontline, right? You know, he was like, make me an offer, Edwin. I was like, to pay him work on round 1. I was like, all right. This was the offer right here. Hold on. Oh, Frontline. Speaking of, I was just going to show them the offer, right? Here comes Frontline right now. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Showed up to work. He's probably drunk. You know what I mean? Frontline, how you doing, baby?
What's
Oh,
up?
sick.
Labor laws. Labor laws won't allow you to post my current salary, right?
Oh, your current salary? Oh, labor
Yeah,
laws?
it's against the law.
Yo, I wrote him, and he said, hold on. Koki, check it out. Oh, wait, what the, Koki, what you doing? Here it is. I wrote him a number. I folded it, and I slid it over to him. He opened it up, and the number was 0. He closed it. He slid it back. He said, bigger offer, bigger number. You got that. Here we go. My next offer. Slid it back to Frontline. He opens it. A bigger 0. I offered him a bigger 0. He said a bigger number, right? So I made a bigger 0. He took the offer and he showed up to work. You know what I mean?
Hey, Coach Mario, the link is in the chat if you want to hop on. We'll hop off and you can chop it up with Edwin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
salute
absolutely.
Edwin. What's up,
Yes.
Frontline? How you guys doing?
What's up, Koki?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good to hear from you
What's
guys.
up?
And
Hey,
good to
by
see
the
you
way,
guys.
before we even get this show started with us on the
Yep.
panel, let me say Mexico, Cuba, down bad.
Down bad in
I
baseball?
gotta
Oh,
catch up.
no.
What was going on?
Oh, no.
I missed
They
it.
got
What's-
they got eliminated.
No way.
No way.
Yeah.
Mexico got
No.
eliminated with Randy
Mexico.
Rosarena.
Mexico got eliminated and Cuba got eliminated
Yeah.
Already?
already because
Damn.
the quarterfinals start. The quarterfinals start tomorrow. Is it
Listen,
tomorrow?
Damn, so then Mexico's not going to even be in the quarterfinals with us.
No.
hey,
Damn, I
Frontline,
had jokes lined up. Everything. Damn, they weren't even good enough.
Hugo and Bulbis are down. They're down
Oh, yeah.
bad.
Peace to God. Gotcha. I'm about to put you on.
But salute to Coach Mario. That's one of the channels I follow. Edwin, you're like one of the channels I follow for like boxing news and all
Yep.
that. So Coach Mario also does it. He does it in Spanish and English, and he's a boxing coach in Miami, in Florida,
Okay.
and originally from Puerto Rico. And yeah, man, definitely, it's just good to have like content creators.
I would
show
love
out
to talk to him.
They come to your show because you're so in it, bro. Your show is a show that content creators watch. You know what I'm saying? Because people make their content, but they want to watch like something else. And
Right.
you always catch like Two Tone and everybody else in here too.
Yeah. No, thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? And I always would love to chop it up and talk boxing.
And welcome my brother to the panel, man. Man just came through. Salute.
Peace to God.
Salute.
What up, huh?
Peace.
What
to
up?
God.
What up?
Good.
Yeah,
What's
welcome.
up, peace to God? What do you got on the topic? The return of Tank or Devin versus Ryan O'Reilly? What's on your mind, peace?
I mean, I don't know right now. It all sounds good, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
Tank is always. I'm not a Tank fan, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's back. So let's see what happens.
Is it a fight that you're like writing down on your calendar? Tank versus Isa Pitbull Cruz. I can't wait to see it. Or are you more like on the line? I'm just glad to see Tank back.
I'm more glad to see Tank back. I'll be more excited about Devin Haney and Rolly. I think that's gonna be.
Because there's drama and there's history here, right? Rolly ends up beating Ryan. And then now against Devin for unification. There's a lot of history. There's going to be, and also building up to the next Ryan fight, which is being announced, that I heard it on Showbiz The Adult, that is scheduled for sometime in September. I believe it's like September 5th or something. They like got a date and everything. And I know Showbiz is pretty credible. He's like connected in there with the zone, so I take him at his word when I saw that. And I just thought that it was one of Turkey's things, jumping the gun again, looking over fights and announcing the next big fight. And he's had a habit of doing that. But if it's the first fight is Rolly, real quick, who do you got in the fight?
Wow, that's gonna be interesting, man. Wow. I mean, I heard about it too, also on Truth and a few other platforms. So I hope that is true. But right now, I will have to wait till the weigh-in. I don't know.
Wow, it's like that, huh? And just it seems, just to say the phrase, just a week ago, everybody was like, Devin Haney was an A+ fighter, and you're a C+ fighter. Now all of a sudden, these C+ fighters are fighting Devin, this A+ fighter, and we're not so sure. And we're not so sure anymore, are we? Koki, tell me, Koki.
About Haney.
Yo, tell me, what do you think about this Haney situation?
I mean, Haney made a career of fighting C-level guys. No disrespect to him, but he started his career in Mexico. His first 19 fights were in Mexico. He went to the U.S. He fought Gamboa when Gamboa was over 40 years old. He fought Lennart at 37. No, but look, he did beat Brian Norman Jr., who was 24 years old. Yep. And Brian Norman Jr. and Ryan Garcia are the only mid-20-year-old guys that Haney fought. Everybody else was 34. Regis Prograis, 35. Jose Ramirez, 33. But Haney is the best 147 fighter, so that's how I feel about him. He did prove me wrong. I picked Brian Norman to beat him, and I was wrong. I had to eat that. And, Haney right now, I think he has a better chance against Ryan at 147, believe it or not. Even though I picked Ryan to win in a rematch, I hope the fight does happen. And but I picked Ryan to win by UD. I think Haney would not avoid the hook eventually in the later rounds. Mm-hmm. He'll do better in this fight, but I think he'll be dropped at least twice.
Now, you want to know something where I think that the pressure is on for Devin Haney? Now, if we think back, okay, Rolly is the guy that got demolished by 5'3" Isa Pitbull Cruz.
Right.
So Isa Pitbull Cruz packed you up under 8, right? If Devin can't beat Rolly like that, or if he goes to the scorecard with Rolly, what does that say about Devin Haney and his claim of being, 1, the A+ fighter, 2, the face of boxing, and 3, a pound-to-pound fighter? If a 5'5" Mexican dude can do that to Rolly, and you don't do anything less.
What about Jackson Martinez when he fought Rolly? Remember that fight, the Dominican guy?
Yeah.
Didn't Jackson get knocked out by somebody? I forgot who. I think he got knocked out in another fight. But Rolly. Look, I support Rolly, but you're right, Edwin. Rolly did look exposed many times. Barroso, Cruz, Edwin Martinez, right? All these guys exposed Rolly. And if Haney can't back up Rolly, then what's going on with Haney? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The world is going to come back. You know how it is, right? Not only when fighters win a fight, the guy that they beat becomes a tomato can. Not only that, but there's another way of you becoming one. Because you're judged by what? Your opponents and how you fared against them.
Exactly.
How did you perform when you fought against them and when you went up against them?
And
what did your style?
Right. How did the resume age? How did the resume? Right. Everybody talks about resume aging. Right. So for instance, as far as Tank Davis, his you're crackling back there. Oh yeah.
As far as Tank Davis, your resume ages well right now because what? Because Isa Pitbull Cruz, after going the distance with you, he went and became a world champion.
Yeah, so did Ryan.
Okay,
So did Rolly.
okay.
Yeah.
So that ages well for him. But how about for you, Devin? You understand?
And Edwin, Coach Mario in the chat, he asked, "Who you guys got, Fundora or Thurman?"
Ooh. You guys anybody want to answer that before I answer it, or?
Listen, I got Thurman, and that's going with my heart. But I got Thurman also based on timing and experience.
Okay. I got Sebastian Fundora in the fight because of inactivity over one-time Keith Thurman. We went back and we looked at his resume since 2019 to 2019 to 2026. He fought 2 times.
Wow.
And Brock Jarvis is not doing it for me.
Yeah.
Okay? Although one time Keith Thurman, he does have good timing, placement. Once upon a time, he was the man. It seems like once he suffered his first loss, he was never the same. Never the same. You're coming to fight an active world champion, Sebastian Fundora, that made tough man Tim Tszyu quit. He didn't. So you could knock Tim Tszyu out if you knock him out and beat him that way, but that's what you would have to do, knock him out. I consider Tim Tszyu a tough kid. And to have him quit on the stool from damage, that's it. Yo, Sebastian's cracking now.
Yeah.
He's fighting like a champion, and he switched up his style.
Have you seen his workouts, Edwin?
Yeah. And I'm trying to tell you something, right? Look, anything can happen in a fight. You got the right to take one-time Keith Thurman, and I respect you for that. Shit, I know who that man is. He just doesn't convince me, though. You know, if he can really come back at this age with only 2 fights in 2019 and pull this off, brother, hats off to you one-time Keith Thurman.
Hey, Edwin,
you know
as older guys, wouldn't that be feel good for us, too?
Definitely. But I'm not going to go with my heart. I'm not going to go with my heart.
Well, I'm going to go with my heart.
That gets me in trouble. That gets me in trouble when I do that, and I can't see the other guy. I have to acknowledge Sebastian Fundora activity, his dedication to the sport, the fights that he's taken on. I'm not saying that all his decisions have been the best ones, but he's active. Right. He's active. Now, he is coming off of an injury. We got to take that into consideration because this fight was postponed. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, it was Sebastian Fundora that got the injury. So now coming into this fight right here, I just think that Sebastian Fundora is going to be in still, and I think Gabriella is going to be in still too as well. I love that family right there, that dual sister-brother combination.
Right.
They are dangerous. Yeah. They are dangerous.
Before we go to our brothers on the panel, Edwin, I want to ask you, do you think Fundora, because, he Mendoza did get him, right? But that was just like a good shot, right? But ever since that, Fundora to me shown he has a beard because he's taken some tough shots. Mm-hmm. And I've seen him take good shots. But against Keith Thurman, do you think he have enough of a beard to handle Keith Thurman?
No. Well, he doesn't. No guy at that division got. Keith Thurman got real power.
Right.
Keith Thurman's got real power. No man is going to be able to take those punches for too long. Right. If you allow Keith Thurman to hit you on your chin repeatedly, he's going to break you down. He's going to stop you like Brock Jarvis. Like one time Keith Thurman, from what I know in the boxing world, can punch. That's always been his MO. Not only can he punch, he's got good setup, good timing. Like no rinky-dink fighter's just going to get to him.
Right.
You understand? It took Manny Pacquiao's speed and lunging power and, that quick burst. It took a fighter like that to catch him off rhythm. He kind of underestimated Manny, got caught. And he couldn't get out of his head after the fight, I believe.
Right.
But Keith Thurman, no. You're not. If I was Sebastian Fundora, I think that Sebastian can take his punch, but for how long? You're not going to want to get hit too many times with that shot. And the Brian Mendoza punch, you ever hear the expression, you got hit on the button?
Yeah, Matthias.
Yeah, he hit him on the button, and he felt like a tree, bro.
Right.
Yep.
No, I was gonna give you these super chats. I mean, not super chats,
Yes.
but yo, send some super chats, guys. You know, because I know Edwin got all the answers for you guys. Any question you got about boxing, send a super chat. But I'm gonna read some chats for everybody. So, Richard Ricardo, he said he got Keith Thurman by knockout. Coach Mario said Thurman can surprise everyone, like La Bala surprised Fundora. Thurman can crack and is at a level that Fundora has never fought against. Kind of what you elaborated on, Edwin. And then Cut Creator said big right hand by Thurman. Mark, he said Thurman has a chance. Even Tim heard him before he quit. And then Fundora's going to stop Tim, said by Burr. Ferno said gas $6. Okay. And then Ricardo said, recuerden que Fundora no tiene quejida. And then we got Lance saying,
Pegada.
we got round one still puts Bolonga. How you say that? Bolonga on cards?
What? Where are you reading from?
Lance Meyer said round one sports talk still puts Bolonga. Wait,
Baloney?
Baloney? Is that Baloney?
I'm not seeing the message. I'm all the way up. I don't even know where the message is, where you're reading, how far up you are, or where. I just see a lot of messages.
Yeah, I got you. So, I think Lance is just being funny. He's trying to be funny. But yeah, man. So, yo, front line. And my brother, we on the panel.
Absolutely. Front line.
What's happening?
Coquin's doing your job here. You over here silent.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
I'm still getting paid for it, so who cares? The job's getting done.
Yo, man. That's how it is. Listen. So are we caught up on the chats, or who else we got here?
Lance said that you don't know the difference between porcelain and aluminum.
Porcelain and aluminum. Wow, that's bad, man. That is really bad.
We got Towers giving salute round one from Towers.
Hey, yo,
Cincy,
Lance, tell me why. All right.
Yo, Lance, hop on the panel. We dropped the link for you.
Lance is my man. He's cool. Cool.
Yeah, Lance is a regular. You know, he be in Marcos. He be chilling.
Yeah.
I gotta go with my neighbor. I gotta go
there
with
you go.
Thurman on this one.
Florida style.
I gotta go with Thurman. Yeah, I gotta go with Thurman.
Yeah, bring some gold to Florida.
I see you, brother. About to put you on now.
Salute to Lance. You're welcome, Lance. How you doing?
Hello, friend.
Good,
What up? That's not Lance, right?
Oh yeah, that's Lance.
No.
That's Lance.
No, that ain't Lance.
That ain't Lance. That's Boto.
Oh. I thought it was Lance on camera. My bad.
No. Yo, what up?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, that's Lance? Oh,
yeah, that's
is
Lance.
it?
Yeah. I know Lance, bro. It's like,
all right.
Me and Lance chatted up every night.
Oh yeah.
Pillow talk. Nah, no Diddy.
Yo, so what's up, Lance? What was it? What was it that I was wrong about? Why I don't know the difference between porcelain and aluminum? Tell me. Come on. Yo, your mic's muted. If you're trying to talk, your mic's muted.
Oh, I was
there
saying,
you go.
Edwin, I don't want to get into it with you.
Yo,
been wrong about fighting.
Wait, let him talk. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, Lance, go ahead. All I heard, yo, whose mic is that? Like, mad loud. All I heard was like, Edwin, I don't want to get into you.
I think that's Lance's background. That's why he probably muted. He probably muted it.
Yeah. Don't worry, Lance. You know, I don't take everything personal or anything. We can disagree on something and not have like a debate in like serious like we're coming at each other, but we can be boys and still, you know, like not see like like two brothers.
He said, lead him on Marco boxing.
Yeah, nah. Definitely. I'm always cool to have boxing conversations, and I always value everybody else's points. You know what I mean? I'm not here to try to change your mind and try to persuade you that everything that I know is boxing royalty. No, I might say some crazy shit, But if I got your attention and you want to talk about it, we could talk about it like men. Definitely. You know, I'm not going to make you feel like, yo, Edwin, I like your show, this and that, but I don't want to argue with you because I like you. And I understand it. I was like, cool, we won't argue, but we can talk.
Yeah.
We can talk. You know, you can always get off
asks, my bad.
your opinion. Absolutely.
Ricardo, he asks, who is Oscar Calloso fighting this Saturday?
He's fighting Jesus Hado.
Jesus Hado, and he's fighting one of the guys that follow Edwin. His name is Fun Truck. He's a follower of Edwin, and he came on here. He goes to the same gym as Jesus Hado. So maybe we get Fun Truck back on, and we got a super chat.
Yes. And then on top of that, that fight actually is going to be on that Honor Barboza Kenneth Sims card where Gabriela Fondor, right? He's fighting on that card.
On his own, right?
Yeah, this Saturday. Saturday.
And yo, Frontline, you want to read that super chat we got from Bo Mason?
Bo Mason says, your mic sound much better here than it did on the TBV earlier.
Yo, Bo Mason, it took me a long time, but I finally fixed it. I got, I had to download a whole bunch of shit. But thank you. Thank you.
Go. Yeah, salute to Bo Mason.
Thank you. Absolutely. It was driving me crazy today. It was just a new system. I've only had it for 2 days. And the software, I'm not as computer literate. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, now that I fixed this mic right here and I found out that I can do that, you know, I'm basically the smartest person in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like they should rewrite Einstein's book and name it Round One. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not tooting my own horn here, but you know, Microsoft, Elon Musk, they might as well ask me for advice. You know what I'm saying? Because I probably solved their problems by lunchtime. Look how smart I am. I can connect the mic. You know what I'm saying? Let me have my moment, guys. Let me have my moment. All right? Your boy connected a mic, and I think I'm the best thing since sliced bread. You know what I mean?
So, yo, Edwin, we got a lot of Debo fans in the chat, a lot of Haney fans. And
that's beautiful.
Work hard. He said Harold is going to get stopped on the 7th.
Harold?
And then Lance said Koki can't fight.
Give him the address, Koki. Give him the address.
Nah, that's cool, yo. That's cool, bro.
Yo, Koki, you're getting a lot of feedback for your mic. It's crazy.
That's not me. That's not me.
Oh, that's Peace to God?
Yeah.
Damn, this shit's fucking up like that?
Yeah. If my shit was fucking up like that, I would have been off the panel. I would have just hopped the fuck off.
Yeah, I had a mute on. He's gonna fix it. He'll let me know. Hey, yo, Frontline, can you read some of the Debo fans is in the building? I see him.
We got like
I see him.
Lance said, my apologies, gentlemen. I guess his internet's acting up.
Yep.
Leave them on Marco Boxing. Read that already. Debo's coming, says Furno. Yeah, man. Salute round 1, says Towers. Round 1. Okay, I read that. Yeah, we read everything else.
Yo, you know what's funny, Edwin? Have you ever seen my sparring videos, like me boxing?
No.
Yo, can I share it with you? Can we post it to the chat?
Yeah, send it to me.
I'll post the link right now. Hold up, I got you.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. We want to see Koki in action. You know what I'm saying? You know. Listen, the boxing.
I don't think Koki's gonna be able to post it in the chat.
Nah, Koki's not. He already knows that Koki is not licensed to fight anywhere in the U.S. because he is the most dominating striker the planet has ever seen. So you boxers out there better be lucky that Koki is not in action. You better thank the gods, all right?
Hey,
I'm hyping Koki up.
Lance says Koki can't fight. Then he says, ha ha. And then he says, I'm not joking today.
I'm not joking today.
We don't want that Devin Rowley fight. Man, listen. That Devin Rowley fight, it's a unification. That's the only reason why I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I can care less for that fight. I got Rowley beating Devin.
I got Rowley beating Devin also. But a fucking, it's gonna be a crazy fight. It's gonna be like a sloppy fight.
All right, peace to God, I got you. I'm gonna cut this one out, the old one, and I'm gonna put you up on the new one. But your screen is still buffering, dog. Here we go, peace to God. You in. Try your mic. to see if your sound up, and then now I lost them. All
And
right,
you
hold
know-
on. I got cookies.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
he was having the same problem I was having. I was using another browser. Maybe he could get on the Internet Explorer browser on his phone.
Oh,
The restream is like like it works for me on the Internet Explorer, but it doesn't work for
Oh,
me on like the
shit.
Chrome.
hey yo, which guy are you? Hold on. Let me blow
Oh,
this
yeah,
up.
yeah.
This way.
Starting for the
Wait.
chat. Starting for the
Wait,
chat.
wait. I'm gonna put it in.
I'm on frontline to see
putting
it too.
I'm putting it right here. Hold on. Give me a
Nah,
second.
I
Let me-
already saw it, Coquis.
Oh yeah, I remember
on.
I said it with you a while ago.
Hold on.
But it's Edward's first time seeing me fight.
It's my first time.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Hold
But
on.
I see Edward fight. I think Edward fights good.
And it's the chat.
Yeah, I'm 51 though. I wish you could see me in my 20s though.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
something
man.
else, man. I was something
why you-
else.
While you
Here
pull
we
that
go.
up,
Hold up. Yeah,
you
what's
gotta
up?
put it big.
Yeah, hold up. I got you. Let me set up here. Okay. Let's put it like that. How's that?
Yeah,
Like that? Or
yeah,
we
that
could
works. Yeah.
hold on.
Are you going back to the beginning?
No.
Oh, that's my coach in the corner right there with
Like
the,
that. How about like
if he-
that? I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
like
that
that.
works. Yeah.
Okay.
If he
All right.
in the corner.
So
Yo, which one are you, Cookie? With the black hat
blue.
or the red?
Blue. With the blue.
with the blue? Where's
Yeah.
the blue? There's no blue.
The gray pants and the blue. I'm
Oh.
the one with the
Oh,
shirt.
okay. So that's black. I'm colorblind, so my bad.
There you go.
That looks black to me. Oh. Good duck underneath. Oh. Ooh. Cookie's name sounds like he would be the darker one, right?
You would think from Fajardo he would be. He
Yeah.
would look like
Right.
Subriel.
I thought he was like Subriel. Working. Switching the feet. He's gas, Cookie. You gotta look at it. He's gas, Cookie. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's right. Push him. Don't walk. Do it smart. Don't do it. Walk. Yup. Nothing. Slipping everything here. Oh, he's trying to be a showboat. You know when they start showboating, right? It's because they're preserving energy. Look at him. Uh-oh. It's your time to shine, Cookie. Your time to shine. There you go. Oh, shit. Look at this pressure. This ain't no Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry.
Says Cookie beating the hell out of OC the boss.
Oh shit! Get him, get back! Get him,
back.
Cookie!
Get back for Edward.
Get back! Yeah! Get him! Ahí, puñeta, toma! Hey yo, Cookie's like, where you from? I'm from. Look, watch. Look. I'm from Fajardo, punk.
That's what my coach calls me. He calls me Fajardo.
Yeah.
Mueve la cabeza.
Yep. Keep it off the center line. Good. Ooh. Nice. You gotta move your head. Ooh. Damn.
Nah,
Cookie's bringing him.
It's just light work.
Cookie's bringing the pain.
Hey, now I know if anybody fuck with me, I'm gonna send them to Cookie.
Hey, what you mean? I'm not gonna send it. Cookie gonna be standing behind me. What you say?
Nah, Cookie gonna take care of my work.
Good work.
Yeah, that's a
Always
big,
good.
That's a big dude, man. That's a 190 guy.
Oh, always good to see
You
that
can leave it
work,
just
man.
like that, Edwin. You can leave it just like that.
No. This is not the frontline
The
show.
frontline show.
This is not the frontline show, man. Nah. look at him. You're not from Fajardo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Peace to God is trying. Look at Deep Woods is here. He's in the
We
building.
got deep Woods in the building.
You're a little shocked in the Koki. You got this. I'm rolling with Koki, bro. Let's
Hey,
You know what
get
I'm
this
saying?
shit
Yeah, you know what I
going.
nah.
mean? I
Yeah,
got
Let's get
Koki.
this shit going, bro.
Edward, you wanna
Photo
play?
hey.
You wanna
wall.
play?
Let's
You wanna play
go,
the other
bro.
round? You wanna play the other round?
What do
Yeah.
you have
I
another
dropped.
one?
It was the second link I dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Go. Now I know because you got stamina, bro. You can go,
No, no, no,
bro,
yo,
and
you
that's
know
why
how like what I
you
do
ride
is
bike all day.
I try to keep my work rate up, but I also try to like be relaxed, you know, because I
So it's hard to
like
see. It's hard to do what you just did right there. That shit is hard, bro. Pressure,
nah, yeah,
pressure, pressure,
yeah,
pressure.
yeah.
That
Koki,
shit is
read what
hard,
Lance
bro.
just wrote you.
Oh, what up, Lance?
Yeah, what
Oh,
up,
with a
people?
handful
Hey,
of rice. Damn,
No, I
Lance,
said read what Lance wrote you.
you could have hit an angry Australian with a handful of rice at Key from Lance Meyer. Lance been cutting on me. Salute to Lance though.
yo, front line. Edwin was good, man.
Yo,
What's
Real
welcome,
up,
good.
B
What's up,
bro?
side.
my
How
B?
you doing, brother?
A
Oh
lot
shit,
better
we
now
got
that I'm with you guys, bro.
Absolutely. Good to hear you, man. I'm a lot better when I'm
Yeah.
with you guys. You're damn right.
yo Edwin, that coach in the corner, that little old guy. His name is
Yep.
Gano.
Yep.
His son got shot in Chicago, and he became a
Wow.
boxing coach to fill the void.
Really?
Yeah, he
Wow.
treats like his son.
Yep.
This is the second round, Koki.
The third round.
Ooh.
It's hard. Yo, that pressure shit's hard, bro. It's hard.
Good shit. Good setup. There you go. There you go. Koki, watch him. Watch him for something going back. Don't let him off the hook.
Nah, it
Yeah,
told
yeah,
me to
yeah,
give a
yeah.
little, give a little
Oh,
a
he did.
spin.
I heard that. I
Yeah,
heard
Yeah,
him. I
yeah.
heard him. I
Hey,
heard
hey,
it.
hey, Cookie, you're not a welterweight, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah,
Yo, what? This dude.
Yeah, Koki definitely got more stamina than him.
Yeah, man. This dude don't stop moving, bro.
Nah.
but
That's
he's
good,
not a
though.
small guy though. He's like 190, so you got to be a little careful. Like if
Yes, you do.
Yeah. He looks like a brick wall, but
Yep.
like here
There
he's
you
trying
go.
to slug, right?
Yep. Good uppercut on the inside
Yeah,
on
yeah.
you.
So I'm like I let him work, but he burns himself out right here.
Because he's going to burn himself out. Right. Now here comes Koki. Look, here comes Koki. He's like, you want to hit me with that uppercut? Meanwhile, Koki's coach is telling him to
he
chill.
keeps coming, bro. He keeps coming, bro.
You got to push him. The coach is right.
Hey,
The
that
coach
dude
is
is
right.
round one tired.
Yes, he is. He's round one tired. Look at him. Look at him. Up, take 8. Standing 8 count. He leaned over.
Yo, the boss don't got nothing. Hey, OC, the boss
Hey,
ain't got shit on Koki, bro.
Nah.
low key says Koki needs vital testing.
I serene life.
We know how you Puerto Ricans from Fajardo like your eye
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Poppy right in my vein. Poppy right in my vein. Everything is little in my vein.
Nah, this is all Puerto Rican rice and chuleta. This right here, pollo guisado. That's all you see here. Go keep putting in that work, baby. That's all rice and bean right there. Hancock, he's punishing him. You want to be a boxer? I hear they got ice skating down the street.
Hey,
Yo,
what's your height, bro?
I'm 5'10". I fight at
Nice.
165,
Yeah,
and 152.
I'm 6. I'm 6,
Oh
and you
yeah,
look
you
like
tall. Yeah, that guy
Yeah.
was 6 feet. He was 6 feet, 190. But
Yeah,
yo,
it's all about stamina, man. You just gotta breathe right.
I'm
yeah,
6'8". I'm 6'8".
There you go.
I breathe sometimes too, bro.
Well, you know, right in the corazon, I'm 6'8". I might be only 5'7", you know what I'm saying, on a tall day, but still, you know what I mean, 6'8" here.
Hey, you can wear solid platform shoes, bro. You know.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Hey. Yo, them platform shoes were, I was seeing the video.
I'll kill myself. I'll kill
Yo,
myself with them
I was like,
motherfuckers. Bro.
I said, yo, you're gonna snap your ankle. This guy's gonna hit you with a jab,
Bro,
and you're gonna go.
I'll be afraid to walk with them motherfuckers. Bro. Fuck
Yo,
that.
Salas was moving with his, and I
Yeah,
was like,
bro. Like, this
I was sitting there,
boy,
I was sitting there going, since when has he ever been that tall? And then I looked down, and I was like, damn, yo, the platforms is like this,
Yeah, if that dude
yo,
falls, he's in trouble, bro.
and
His,
he was doing pad work
yeah,
with them
that guy
shoes
snapped
on.
his leg.
Yo, if you
That
like
was
twist
so
when you
crazy.
snap your ankle or something, like I don't know, man.
Like
I don't know.
that shit, bro.
Nah,
Yeah, that's too much. But those were like a foot and a half, bro. Platform, bro.
yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
he literally went from 5'4" to 7'1". You know what I'm saying? Yo, he
He's dunking
was
and shit, bro.
yeah, backwards. Like, yo, crazy. Yo, but those platform shoes, I was dying. I was like, I've never seen nothing like that in my life. No coach has ever. If my coach came out the locker room, if Rocky came out with some platform, yo,
Yo.
Rocky, we ain't trading today. Take them shoes off. No Diddy. Listen, get out of here, man. Like, nah, you purple rain looking motherfucker. Listen, you trying to be Prince up in here? Want to do pads with Prince? You know, I'm like, nah. But maybe he's been doing it for a long time like that, and that's the first time I've ever seen it. But if for me, the first time seeing
if
it,
works for him, if it works for him,
yeah,
dude,
it took me, me sacó de sitio, me sacó de carrera cuando yo lo vi. I was like, what the hell is this? Deep Woods, what's up?
it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. That shit was
Coqui
out
is
of control,
buffering
bro.
now. And now Coqui,
Where did Cookie go?
I don't know. Oh,
What's
shit.
Frontline?
I'm here.
Frontline's here. Frontline, read the chat, baby. Read the chat.
Jason Ayala says Coquis nice. Lance says, you think you're better than me? You're good, just not better than me.
Ah,
He's
shot
trolling
fired.
now.
he,
He's
He's
trolling
trolling.
now. Yo,
He's trying.
he said
he
he
gotta
said
throw
he said
something
and
up there like
Edwin.
that, bro. At least Cookie threw some shit up there. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
Lance, you better than me too? Damn, Lance, you nice, huh?
He said he did push-ups last month.
Last month, oh shit, he did 10 push-ups. He's ready.
Richard said mucho mofongo.
Yeah.
Coquille, you bastard, says Lance. You should have been called cricket.
no,
Wow.
Cookie gets it. He's active, bro. So he keeps it going. I love that shit,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He
No,
gets it
Coquille's
going, bro.
the type of guy that he stays in the gym just
You have
basically to
to.
stay in shape, stay
Yeah.
sharp. You know, he's not, trying to go for a world title or anything like that. But the way that he stays in shape and in conditioning,
Like his lifestyle, bro. He works
yeah,
with
his lifestyle,
certain
yeah,
people, and
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
does his
Type
shit,
of man,
bro.
If you caught him off balance, he doesn't have to get ready. He's ready, so he don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Those type of dudes. So like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Connor Ben, if you're looking for someone to fight, I got my man Coqui right here.
Yeah, you
Hey,
could just light him up,
I got a
huh?
fucking
Hey, yo,
fighter.
line him right up. Yo, listen, on day one, Coqui will fuck up Connor Ben right now. Let's go. Yeah.
Hey, I
Yo,
think he's the guy trying to get
bro,
in, and you
ask
still
him
got him
now,
muted.
bro.
what? He's still trying to get in. No,
No,
he's
he's
not.
the guy. No, he was in, but I think you still got him muted. When he comes back on, you got to check. I think you got him muted.
All right, all
What's
right.
going on with your system, Edwin, bro? You went up and got a
No,
new one, then.
yeah. But it was just a unfortunate of circumstances, right? Although you could hear my microphone now, right? So although you may think that like it was like the thing, no, like I got the I got the
you're
system
freezing
right
up, though. You're freezing up, though.
now.
Yeah, you're
Right
freezing
now,
up like
okay.
you're not even moving. Yeah,
Right, I'll tell you why.
unless you're playing with me.
No, I'll tell
No,
you why.
that's you, D Wood.
Because I don't got it plugged in, connected. I left
Unless
it
you're playing with me
I
and you're
plugged
doing
it
the
into my
freeze shit.
PlayStation. But if I plug this in right now, it's gonna cut off the
Right.
stream. Then I would have to come back on. But
Oh,
we
yeah,
would be connected right
pero
though.
and then, it's okay, man. I dig your
What up,
glasses
piece
in
of
your
God? I
hand.
see
You're
you. I
good,
got
bro. You
you.
can stay just like that.
I got you.
Just like
You
that.
gotta unmute him though,
Don't
Edo.
fuck
Check to
around,
see
bro.
if he's
Don't fuck
I
muted.
around.
did.
Check the thing up, bro.
I can hear him.
Oh, okay.
I can hear Peace to God. I can hear his TV on the background. He's good. Yo, I'm plugging it in, bro.
Okay. Aquí.
I had to plug it in
Is
because
there?
if you there's too many people on the stream, there's too many people on the live stream. If not, it's gonna keep buffering, and it could have been the problem was my end, right? So right
No, now
now
you're
it's gonna be
buffering.
it's gonna turn off.
Yep. Ahí se
And we're
jodió.
back. And we're back. Now we're connected hardwire. Now whoever fell off got to come back in. But now we ain't gonna lag. See? Little inconvenience, but we good. We good. What up, Peace? He got himself muted.
I think he
Deep,
froze too.
Deep Woods.
No, I'm good now.
Now
But
Deep Woods came back. Deep Woods came back. I think Peace to God froze.
I am good.
Yeah, because now I hooked up to the main line. Yeah, so that
All right.
buffering shit won't happen. Yeah.
Hey, Lance, where you from, Lance?
You're a lot better now. You're moving. You're not doing the freeze, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you're moving. Yeah, I can see your lips move and everything now.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. I wish I would have known that earlier. I would have looked over and saw the PlayStation 5 connecting, would have known my shit's going to be lagging because it's not connected mainline. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
sometimes it's a lot of shit. But like I do, I got some shit connect. But I always try to when I come on or do some shit, I always try to go around see what's connected and what's not connected.
Yeah, I
bro.
do that all the time, but I've been having so much problems with the microphone thing and everything, and I've been so trying with the sound effects that I bypassed that one today. I just had too much.
You know how it is. You're
Oh,
an
man,
OG,
con
bro.
toda esta
You're
cosa,
an
yeah,
OG, bro.
man.
You're an
Yo,
OG,
hey,
bro.
right. Hey, yo, hold on. Here he is. Peace to God. There we go. Hey, yo, listen. There's this fight card coming up this Saturday. It's Arnold Barboza, Kenneth Sims, right? And then you also got on the fight card, you got Oscar Collazo. We talked about that. Sebastian Fondora's kid sister, Gabriela Fondora. You know, she's putting her undisputed flyweight crown on the, you know what I'm saying, on the line. Who else is on that card? Oh yeah, Alex Rocha. And then Jojo Diaz.
It's a
Jojo-
Robert Garcia card then, huh? All Robert
Yeah.
Garcia fighters.
Well, yeah. Hey, yo, speaking about Robert Garcia, right? When you say his name nowadays, it seems like he's tied in with Sufa. It seems like Robert Garcia and a lot of his fighters are making that crossover to Sufa boxing. Now, I came out and said, you know, I have an opinion on the situation, and it doesn't seem from the outside looking in like things are going to be too good for Sufa. I think that Sufa came out strong, but I think this war is going to affect them.
Listen,
Had it not been for this war right here, and you know what makes it for me that I think that, you know, they might not, Sufa's not announced, they're not hitting the panic button. I haven't heard anything officially. I'm just speculating. This is me just merely speculating. That's it. If they survive this, keep going, great. Okay? But being the fact that America is not on their side, they're on the other guy's side. And when that happens, history has shown me that America starts cutting off their money, their funding. And
they're gonna need money to take care to defend themselves, bro.
Right,
'Cause
and
this-
then
you know
right
what I'm
over
saying?
there, right. So and then on top of that, Turkey is the largest shareholder of Sufa. He almost owns all of Sufa, but you know it's shareholders and partners and shit like that.
He's using their money, bro,
Right.
for that shit, bro. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is he's the majority shareholder. That's where the most money's gonna come out of. And Sufa, if you're not aware of this, they're in multiple sports worldwide. They just don't do boxing. They do UFC, etc., all kinds of sports. So, you know, when it comes to these kind of situations, and I saw when they didn't want to pay Demetrius Bivol the Canelo check, and the president and all of them said, no, Demetrius, you were born in Russia. Well, how do we know we're not going to pay you this paycheck? You're not going to fund the Ukrainian and Russian war. And that didn't have nothing to do with America. And we're actually involved in this war. It just led me to believe. I'm just going over my history in America as American citizen. They always cut off the money. I'm just saying that. I'm not saying it's happened. I got no proof. You know, right. Don't hold me like Edwin. You don't know if they're gonna cut their money. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I know this.
I'm saying that. I saying them countries gonna need money to protect themselves.
I
bro.
know, and I'm just
give it to for sports. Bro.
right. And I don't think that boxing's at the top of the priority list to save while they're in war. Hey, you know what? While we're in war, we should not stop putting money into Sufa boxing. That's a priority. I don't think that's at the top of their list. I think they're going to need money for bullets and whatever they're going to do with their money. But I don't think it's got to do with boxing, people. And if that happens to be true, and Sufa boxing is not going to take off anywhere anytime soon. And then it's all going to, how long is this shit going to last? Remember when they told us the last war, oh, we're only going to be out there a year or two, 14 years later. So I'm not sure if he's going to have to sell his stock in Sufa. What if somebody else picks it up and continues to hold the torch and promote Sufa boxing? What if their members, they step up and don't let it go down because they got too much money invested? I don't know. I don't know if they're just going to let it go, fall at the wayside.
The question for those other investors, what countries are they from? Because if they're affected by the war, then they're not going to be able to do shit with Sufa
neither.
Anyways.
And then on top of this, let me tell you how grimy America is. Okay? You guys, look, guys. My history taught me this. Okay? Whenever America wants to invade a country, you got nuclear war missiles. How many times have we heard that same story? They never find no war missiles, but they happen to kill everybody. But they didn't get no war missiles. They didn't find no war missiles with Bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, but they did find all those crates of gold bars. They did find that shit. And the paintings, they did find that. They just didn't find no missiles. So whenever America wants to just say something, right? They're gonna make up a title. Now, I don't know this to be true. I don't know that, and I haven't heard that they've said this anywhere. But if I'm right, what America's gonna do next in order to cut Turkey's money off, he's gonna say that money is tied into military money, and that he was using the money they're using is funding from that war or something. I don't know how they're gonna word it. I'm trying to word it the best way I can. America's gonna say some shit like that to say why they're not accepting his money coming over in order to really like cripple them. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that they've come out and said this. I would be lying. I've never heard that from anybody. But I heard it in multiple situations in our history. How many times has America followed the money in different war situations? Bin Laden's money, what they do, cut it off. They cut everybody's. Whenever America, that's the first thing they do. They say it's for some bullshit reason. Oh, he's funding Adamudallah, some guy's name that I've never heard of. And he's funding him, and he has direct ties because his cousin's sister's nephew dates the guard that works in front of the palace. They're gonna say some shit like that, bro. Watch, just mark my words. That's how they always do it. Every freaking time they want to go up, weapons of mass destruction. That's all they say. That's all they say. Weapons of mass. They going in. They going in. So,
Yo, so away from politics.
yeah.
Saturday
Yep.
we got Goyaso.
Definitely. And I can't wait to see him. You know, there's also other fights on that card. There's a lot of Flores is fighting there on the under. I think he's got
Undercard, yep.
yeah, he's got like an 8-round fight somewhere in there. You know, there's a couple good fights in here, and you got Gabriela Fondora, Gabriela Fondora. You know, she's fighting, putting all 4 belts on the line. So that's another interesting. And then like the Kenneth Sims and Arnold Barboza fight. That's a fight that if I was a gambling man, I wouldn't bet on. It goes back and forth for me. I kind of think the fight might be a draw. Actually, I think Kenneth Sims is the younger guy. I think that Kenneth Sims got enough to beat Arnold Barboza. But I seen Arnold Barboza show up in fights just like Jack Catterall fight. I seen him push the action there and push him back. And Jack Catterall, you know, the way he had Regis Progress and he was just snapping him over the top. And Regis Progress scored a knockdown in that fight against Jack Catterall. And Jack Catterall still started fucking coming back and dominating him. So then I saw him fight Arnold Barboza. So when I saw Arnold Barboza fight Teal, the way Teal controlled him, you know, the way Teal was moving around him, you know, I think Kenneth Sims should beat Arnold Barboza. But then I start thinking about some of his fights. And I'm like, I liked how he fought Jack Catterall, man. If he could fight Kenneth Sims like he fought Jack Catterall on that night, it'd be a different fight. I think in the Teal fight, he was waiting to see that punch. I think he was winding up too much in the Teal. He wanted to hit Teal so much for that smack that he was waiting for his moment too long. He didn't let his hands go enough in the fight. You could see him, and sometimes he would like settle in, then start throwing them, but then go right back to that where he wanted to throw that big one. He wanted to hit Teal with he hit Teal with a sharp punch coming in when Teal started trying to get loose, and he tried to slide in. Arnold checked his ass and put that mark on his eye. But yeah, I just wouldn't touch that main event. I'll just watch it.
Hey, shout out to Michael. He says, "What up, champ?" Shout out from Yuma, Arizona.
All right. Where all you guys watching from? Yeah, let me know where y'all watching. Watching the stream from. Let me know where y'all from. Yeah, we'd like to know.
From Minnesota. Minnesota's the shit show right now.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. He said Edwin is trying to get knocked out in a Barnes and Noble.
In a Barnes and Noble. Damn, bro. That's like a Bed Bath and Beyond or something. You know what I mean? Yo, who's my opponent? She better be, you know what I'm saying, like at least under 79. You know what I mean? Yo. Listen, I like that card. And this Saturday, so we're going to put the Notre Dame's world title on the line in the Arnold Bar. Are we doing that front line? Are we taking that?
Is there a title on the line?
Well, we do
for the girl card.
The Oscar Collazo fight got a title on the line.
Goyaso too.
You know what I'm saying? If I was
Oh,
gonna do it,
Vic starts from Cali. He sasays Gorlock. You better leave Gorlock out of this conversation before
yo,
Bang Boogie comes in here.
don't bring Gorlock in this conversation. You
Yo,
start talking, Boogie's gonna pop up. He's gonna bring his blade with him, and if he takes his blade out, he doesn't go back unless there's blood on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, frontline, read the chat. Let me hit this cigarette right here. Come on.
he says in the extra beyond says Lance, haha, Khalifa's low key. Auto upset alert? Nah, nope. Koyaso's too polished at this point in his career.
Yeah, Collazo ain't giving up those belts. He's got a dream and a vision. That man is focused. He knows he's taking this fight to stay active. Don't fuck up a tune-up active fight. You know, a stay busy fight, because you know the other guy pulled out of the fight. So
Jerusalem. It was supposed to be another unification.
I know. I was just sitting here thinking, do you think that Jerusalem and they double back for this fight? You know how they rescheduled Carlos Adames fight?
Yeah.
They just rescheduled it and it's going down, right? Right.
It's happening here in Orlando.
Right. So do you think that maybe there might be a chance where that, you know, they can do like the same thing there? Like, you know, reschedule it fast is what I'm saying. What are some of the fights?
Comedy.
Okay. You got April 4th, you got Deontay Wilder, you got Derek Chisora, you got April 11th, Tyson Fury. He's going to be fighting. You got April 17th in New York City. You got Alicia Bungard. She'll be defending her title then. Las Vegas, May 2nd. That's Gilbert Rosaro versus David the Monster Benavidez. And then, Usyk is fighting in Egypt. Floyd Mayweather and him. Yeah, that's... Okay, so the Arnold Barboza card. Let's see here. Sebastian Fondora's sister's going to be fighting 10 rounds. And she's going to be fighting for the woman undisputed Alex Rocha, Jojo Diaz. What were we looking up here again, Frontline?
Upcoming fights. You said this Saturday. The Barbosa card. Oscar
Yeah,
Collazo's.
That's the whole fight.
He was supposed to fight.
Oh, because no. What
Jerusalem.
title? Because we was gonna put the Notre Dame's world title on the line. You wanted to know if we were gonna put it for a title fight, and usually we just do it for the main event.
Oh, if you're willing to put up your titles, that's
on the main event.
But
I don't know if I'm in shape. I haven't really been training for this fight. You know, yo.
Collazo in 7 says work hard.
Collazo in 7
were very nice at Frontline.
Yo, and then we got Najee
props.
Lopez. We got Najee Lopez tomorrow.
Yes, we do. Pro Box.
That's gonna be a banger right there.
I got Najee.
You got Najee?
Fuck yeah.
Yo, and then, okay, right after the Arnold Barboza fight, interesting enough, the next Sunday, Nonito Donaire makes a ring return March 15th. And he will
That's
be
in Japan, right?
Yeah. Masuda. I'm not gonna make that name. It's just not gonna work for me. It's just not gonna work for me.
Ese
mismo. Entonces, like what I was saying, Carlos Adames against Austin Williams. That fight got rescheduled, and that's gonna be on the zone in Orlando, Florida. So, the fact that and then right after their fight, their fight's gonna be on the 21st. And then right after their fight, the following week is going to be the Sebastian Fundora and one-time Keith Thurman fight on the 28th, March 28th. And I believe that's the last fight for March. That'll be the last fight on the schedule. Yep. Hey, yo, you guys want to know something, right? Check this out. This is fucking crazy, guys. This is unheard of, man. How long? You know what? I should have looked this shit up. How long has Ray Vargas been the champion in recess? He's been a champion in recess for well over a year, right?
What's going on with Ray Vargas? So, why was he even put in recess?
He didn't fight a mandatory. He
So
didn't
don't
fight.
you get stripped for not fighting a
I
mandatory?
don't know, but I know Bruce Carrington got his real belt. That belt that Bruce Carrington got at 126, that's Ray Vargas' old belt.
Yes.
He never went. Everybody else is fighting for the belt, but him. Like you would think that if you're the champion in recess, okay, let the other guy fight first. The next man up gotta be me, right? Instead, Ray Vargas goes up in weight. Remember, right? I think didn't he fight Nick Ball, right? And then came back down, and he's still the champion in recess. It's like, I don't know, man. And then Gervonta Davis is in a similar situation, but nobody's the champion on his belt. He's just the champion in recess by himself.
Joshua says Oscar's being ducked, and they don't want to fight him. He was going to be one more belt away after Saturday to become undisputed.
Oh,
Same with
yeah.
Zayas. Kelly is ducking Zayas.
You think
Bambino
Kelly's
says,
really
salute round
ducking
one.
him? Go ahead, keep
Yeah,
reading.
yeah. Kelly don't want that smoke with Zayas.
Really?
I guarantee you, I would bet whatever you want. I know you're not a betting man.
You don't think
But
it's one of those situations where that possibly, just possibly, he could want the smoke, right? But he doesn't want to go to Puerto Rico, and neither does Xander want to go out to the UK out there.
so do it in the States. I
Yeah,
guarantee you, Kelly's gonna hold that belt hostage.
you know how they do. Come on, man.
I
Just Dalton
guarantee.
Smith is gonna do the same shit, nigga. Come on, man.
The WBC already ordered the Puello fight.
Oh yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did order it. And then I was talking about Navarrete got ordered now by the WBO.
Yep, against Charlie
Charlie
Suarez.
Suarez.
And Charlie Suarez deserves that rematch.
He deserves it though. Yeah, I want to see that again.
100%.
Yeah, because whether or not Hugo wanted to deny it when we put up the video, you could clearly see that was a punch. And then the fact that they had instant replay on that night
And
for
magically
that,
it wasn't working.
and it didn't work. Like, yo, man, they robbed Charlie Suarez, if you ask me. I like Navarrete. I got nothing against him. But I'm not a fan. I'm calling the fights and boxing like I see it. And I think that was real peculiar that you got instant replay in the fight, in the contract, and it's been issued in boxing. You got the system right there. But that night it wasn't working. System was down. Yo, whatever they
Melasa's in
said.
the building.
What up?
Edwin bends the knee at the gas station, says Lance, and then he says Frontline didn't make it past the cash register.
Bend the knee at the gas station.
Dude,
Is that some
Lance,
P. Diddy shit I don't understand?
that's some Minnesota shit right there.
Yeah, because like if you know about some bending knees at a gas station, that was supposed to be funny, then Lance, you got issues. You got issues right now, Lance. he put the Notre Dame's world title on the line, even he played it. He wants the belt on the line. Yo.
I want to watch Foster versus Navarrete, says Melasa. That'll be a good fucking fight too.
Yeah.
Osaki Foster versus Navarrete.
Yeah.
That'll be a banger because Foster's a dog, and Navarrete you already know he's a dog.
Yeah.
That'll be a good fight. Melasa is grifting again, says Lance. Lance taking shots at everybody today.
Lance is on his shit today. Hey, yo, everybody leave Lance alone, it's that time of the month. You know what I'm saying? He's bleeding again. You know what I mean? He's real argumentative today. You know what I'm saying?
It's
He's
either
taking
that or
shots
he's
at
off his
everybody.
medicine.
Yeah. But don't worry, another Quaalude, he'll love us in the morning. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
Lance, just so you know, round one sports talk. We love you.
We love you, Lance. You
We
know what I'm
love you,
saying?
Lance.
He said shit. Hey, yo. Lance, tell him how you feel. Tell him why you really mad. Tell him. Yo, guys, but listen, man, absolutely, man, we got some big fights coming up, man, and you guys know me, man. I'm waiting for this Naoya Inoue and Junto fight. That's gonna be a banger. That's a fight that we've been asking for. When we're looking back at all these situations in boxing, I like the Isa Pitbull Cruz fight against Tank. I have nothing
Whoa.
against
We're not
it.
just gonna
But
breeze. Wait. We're not just gonna breeze by Nakatani versus fucking Inoue.
no,
No, no, no.
we're not. We're gonna get
No,
right
we're
back
not
to
gonna
it.
breeze right through it.
Hold
No,
on,
we're gonna
hold on.
talk about it.
Let me give you the hook. We're gonna get right back to it. When we're talking about all these fights and situations in boxing that we're not asking for, I didn't ask for the Tank Davis and Isa Pitbull Cruz fight. I didn't ask for Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. And a lot of these fights and a lot of these fighters are not fighting the fighters we asked them to fight. Here's a situation where that we wanted this fight. We wanted to see Junto versus Naoya Inoue, and we got it. Naoya Inoue is a special fighter, and shouts out to Junto for stepping up and taking this challenge, such a tough challenge. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down right here, right now. Frontline, you wanted to talk about this fight? Tread carefully, because you know I'm highly skilled. I have a black belt when it comes to Naoya Inoue. Come with the bullshit if you want to. Come with the bullshit. Come on.
You got the smoke bombs ready?
Listen, poof. I'm gonna pop up behind you like a ninja. You know what I mean? Go ahead. What do you like about it? Go ahead.
Well, I like everything about it. So the
Okay.
last time you talked about it, you spoke about the lackluster performance that Nakatani did on his last against Hernandez, right?
Yep.
Now, aren't you the same person that also said you're not going to judge Haney by Ryan's performance and when he fought Ramirez? You also said you're not going to judge Ryan by the Rolly performance. You want to see what he does next. But here you go, sticking up for your guy and taking shots at Nakatani for the lackluster performance he had versus Hernandez. Let's talk about it.
Okay. I see what you did there. You try to switch it back up on me.
I use your own theory.
I see what you did there. I like that. I like that. Well, check this out, right? Yes, that would be in a case where you can say, don't read too much into this performance. But in this case, there was a lot based on this performance. He wasn't like, in a situation where I felt like he was in the same weight division. He jumped up a weight division. He took a fight to get acclimated to the division, which means you didn't fight the champion like Naoya Inoue, like he does right away. So it means you took a less worthy foe. A foe that was not supposed to be on your level, according to many. When I view a fight like that, and since Nakatani...
Stop. Was Hernandez ranked, yes or no?
What was he, ranked like 50-something?
No. Was he ranked?
Hold up.
Let's look it up.
Hold on. How about this? We're gonna do
Look it
this
up.
right now. We're gonna do this
we're
right
gonna
now.
do it the right way.
Oh no, we doing it the right way.
We're
doing
gonna
it the
do
right.
it the right way.
Okay, hold on. We going about this the right way because,
Yeah, we're
that's
not just
the
gonna
only way.
breeze through Nakatani in a way and just make it seem like it's another walk in the park for Inoue, because it's not.
Why would we do that? Why would we do that? So Hernandez's boxing record right now. Okay, check this out. According to BoxRec, right now, he's ranked number 9 in the world out of 1,428 registered fighters. Out of 349 registered Mexican fighters in the division, he's ranked number 2 right now. He got that high ranking because of that performance he did against Junto. But remember, he did come into that fight. I think he was 20-18. He was undefeated when he came into the fight against Junto. But going into the fight with Junto, now let's see what he was ranked then before I give him full credit. All right. So Junto is 30 and okay, him. So how could I find out on the night? What would he, okay, event, boom. Here we go. All right. Well, okay then.
I got your tongue?
Nah, I just got to find out what was he ranked on the night that he fought. Because obviously, Hernandez wasn't on the top ranking in boxing at the time.
He was. That's why they gave him the fight versus. You think they were gonna put a little somebody who was ranked outside of the top 15?
Okay,
that
check
wouldn't make
this
any
out.
sense.
Check this out. Here it is. Check this out. No. Not here it is on this ranking. But you got to pay attention to the landscape. The fight previous to the fight being scheduled when Naoya Inoue fought Alan David Picasso, he fought MJ just before that. And before that, he fought Roman Cardenas. The reason why I know he wasn't that ranked, because I remember they were looking for a Mexican fighter. Hernandez is a Mexican fighter. You understand? But he would have had to been ranked in the top in order to be an offer. The way that they went to Alan David Picasso, he was the number 1 ranked Mexican in Naoya Inoue's division. He denied the fight. So they went to Roman Cardenas, which was the second highest ranking Mexican at 122. Because they needed a Mexican fighter, because he fought the very next day after Canelo Alvarez and Cinco de Mayo weekend. So when we were doing our homework back then, and we were looking for all the top Mexican fighters, I don't remember saying, hey, Sebastian Hernandez is a valuable opponent. So I know that ranking he got right now, it's because he did a great performance against Junto, and it solidified that undefeated record that got sacrificed because, shit, there was at one point in the fight, I thought he was winning the fight. Did you see Junto's eye? It was like this.
At the time that he fought Junto, he was still ranked number 9.
He was still
He didn't
naming
go up. Yeah, he didn't go up or down.
No? Okay. So he was like, that's why he was so low, that they didn't put him as a Mexican opponent for Naoya. Naoya wanted like the top 3 or 4 guys, and maybe that's why. Maybe he was just out of reach for Naoya Inoue, and that's why I probably didn't know. But he ended up being a lot better than people thought. Now, I'm not just discrediting Junto. It's one way to say, oh, Junto looked like shit. But it's another way to say Sebastian Hernandez was better than what you thought. Understand? And then some people say, I remember, I think it was a couple days ago, somebody said in the chat, yo, Edwin, it should be Naoya Inoue versus Sebastian Hernandez. They should have made that fight, because now they think, and it's just crazy to think, one performance that he didn't even lose. Junto didn't lose the fight against Hernandez. Just one fight swayed a lot of boxing fans' mind. They took a look at that shit and they said, nah. And when round 1 tried to tell you, yo, you guys are just a prisoner in the moment, You're watching Junto Nakatani knock out the Maloney twin, right? Andrew Maloney getting knockout of the year, and you guys are all like a prisoner of the moment over a new, hot, flashy, shiny thing. And I try to tell you, as soon as the king is back, he's gonna, and it's happening. It's happening in the Tokyo Arena in Japan, max capacity, 55,000. There will be over 50,000 Japanese fans. They won't be loud and obnoxious, but they'll be clapping, cheering quietly. You know what I mean? But
So can I get a realistic, biased aside,
seventh
play
round,
play-by-play,
Naoya Inoue stops him.
how that fight will play out?
Naoya Inoue stops him in 7.
But I'm saying, okay, he stops. How do you see the fight going up to when you say Naoya is going to beat him in the 7th round?
Okay, what I think is going to actually happen is what happens in a lot of Naoya Inoue's fights.
No. Not what you think is going to happen. How do you see the fight playing out?
Right. I'm gonna play it out for you. The same thing I see in a lot of Naoya Inoue's out. Junto's gonna come out. Naoya Inoue is gonna show him he's faster than him first. He's gonna teach him a lesson with his jab by itself.
What's gonna actually happen is what happens in a lot of Naoya Inoue's fights.
Yo, I can hear the echo. I can hear myself in your TV. Peace, the God.
I'm gonna play it out. The same thing I see a lot of.
You gotta lower it, peace to God. Yeah. So what I think is gonna happen is
He's gonna teach him
I can hear it too. I can still hear myself. I gotta mute you, piece of God. I can't talk like that. Yo, check this out, right? I'll put it back in a second, but just fix it. In a way, he's gonna take him and he's gonna start to put it. He's gonna start to put his combinations together. There's gonna be a point in the time in the fight where Junto's gonna forget what he was trained to do. Then it's gonna happen, just like in all his other fights. Junto's gonna try to be surviving. Naoya Inoue is gonna be putting pressure on him, and Junto's not gonna be able to fend him off. You're actually gonna see the difference between a fast fighter and a faster fighter. Is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see what I've been trying to tell the boxing world for over 2 years. Junto is not faster than Naoya Inoue. They say, yes, he is. No, he's not. And as soon as you see them in there, you're going to realize that real fast. You're going to see that Naoya Inoue is going to catch up to Junto good. And he's going to be slipping Junto's shots.
So wait. What if? This is what if.
Mm-hmm.
What if Junto comes in with a different game plan?
It's not going to matter.
Hold on. And actually uses his reach advantage and his height to his advantage and gets in the way out of there.
All right, first of all, he doesn't have a real reach advantage over Naoya Inoue or a height advantage. Why do I say that? Because when you fight against a fighter like Naoya Inoue, that little bit of height and reach doesn't really matter to a skilled fighter like him. He fights like he's tall. He fights like he's long. He's not. He fought guys 5'9", 5'10", Naoya Inoue. He fought guys that tall already. He fought guys fast, Stephen Kubo, Fulton, Nonito Donaiti. He's fought strong opponents, quick guys, like undefeated fighters like, Rodriguez. Inoue is not where he's at because he's really not that guy. He is the closest thing we have to perfection. He is the closest thing. And what the critics are going to say is, if he's so perfect, why did he get dropped twice? But a fighter would understand that. A fighter would understand that because I said this today on the Boxing Voice when they were talking about Devin Haney and Shakur. And they said, why do people think they're boring fighters? And I said, I think I know what the problem is with Shakur and Devin kind of fighters. They're the kind of fighters that are good. They can manage a fight. They know how to create distance. They know where to be at. They don't take chances. They don't cross the threshold of danger. Naoya Inoue, he crosses the threshold a lot. And he tries to push the fight to get the knockout. He went looking for a knockout and got put down. You see, when Devin had Regis hurt, when Devin had Brian Norman Jr. hurt, he chose to play it safe and not give Brian Norman Jr. no opportunities. Brian Norman Jr. would have to earn that. And Devin felt that was the right move. And most people would say yes. But and then there's that factor that you're also in a sport of entertainment. The fans want to see Blood's knockout. We want you to prove your dominance. So, in that sense, that's where Naoya Inoue plays. He plays with danger almost every fight. That's what makes him exciting. That's how he gets big knockouts. Because if he has you remotely hurt, he's going to cross the threshold. And by doing that, once you cross a certain point, the punches are basically 50-50. Either you land it or I land it. That's it doesn't take a lot of skill once you pass that threshold. All hook shots, if you evade it, you throw a second and I miss, don't throw the third. Do not throw the third. You're gonna get knocked out. Because the rhythm is on his side. Because you missed twice. That's a well-known fact in boxing. Never throw that third punch if you miss two. Right? And those situations like that, in a way, got caught. Those were 50-50 because when you look back at the fights that he got knocked out in, can you honestly tell me who was the better fighter in that ring that night? Who is the most skilled out of the two guys? But Naoya Inoue got dropped. But overall, you watch the fight, Inoue beat him from pillar to post. Luis Pantera Nari and Roman Cardenas. Besides the round they knocked him down in, they never won another round. So he is the better fighter. So why is it that he's the better fighter and he got dropped? That's them chances. The 50-50 ball where most boxers won't go into. Why should I give you a chance to drop me? Why? Why am I helping you? Devin's not going to do that. Shakur's not going to do that. They're too skilled. They're going to be like, if you want to knock me, you're going to have to earn it. In a way, being the more skilled of the two fighters, he gives the other guy an opportunity to hit him. He does. He's been hit with that check hook throughout his career. Yo, he's been getting hit with that same check hook since Paul Butler. Naoya Inoue. Because that's the threshold. That's where the action is. And what he's trying to say to you is, okay, you might have power. You might hit me. But see if you could take my punch. I'm going to cross that threshold and we're going to bang it out. Let's see who's standing. He got dropped. He got out and knocked him out. You know what I mean? I think Roman Cardenas had a headache for 2 weeks. You seen the size of his head, bro? That bruising? Yo, that shit was crazy looking. That was punches after punches. But that's what I think is missing out of fighters like Shakur, Devin, because there's nothing wrong with Devin and Shakur. As far as fight, it's just that killer. You know what I'm saying? That them chances. You know, you needed to hop on Brian Norman Jr. You needed to hop on fucking Regis Progress. You know what I'm saying? You needed to show dominance. You know, you just can't walk around boxing saying, yo, I'm the fucking best because I say so. But you ain't knocked out nobody since 2019. No one. And you can't say you're old. Like Saul, you say, hey, Saul ain't knocked out nobody since it. So what? That man got 60 plus fights. He's got boxing miles. Yeah, he ain't knocked. So what? But Devin, you can't do that in your prime. In your prime, you ain't knocking nobody out. For as talented of a fighter that you are, Devin is a talent. And if you could even be pillow fisted and be aggressive, Scooter, Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton makes you think he's gonna knock the guy out. Cause he's always aggressive. Stephen Fulton be in there, and he's pillow fisted like a motherfucker. He don't knock nobody out. And you be like, oh, this round he's gonna knock him out because he's putting that pressure and putting that work. That's the difference. Devin's fucking managing the fight. Pap, 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 pap. Miss, miss, miss. I'm winning. Pap, pap, pap. I'm winning. Yeah, we know you know how to win. You've proven it over and over and over. But be a killer. Be that killer. You know, Collazo. Collazo's fighting in a fight and winning the whole damn fight. And then all of a sudden, late in the round, he's knocking dudes out. Late. Still looking for the knockout. Knowing he won every round hands down. He's fighting the next round like he's losing the fight. Like he's losing the fight. Those are fighters. Action-packed fighters. And I think that some of our fighters become a little bit diva-ish later on in their career, unfortunately. You know, but like I said, I'm critical to these fighters, but I love Devin Haney, man. I love Shakur Stevenson, Brian Norman Jr. I love them all, man. I think they're great. I can't wait to see Brian Norman Jr. again. Dust yourself off, young man. You're young. You will be a world champion again. It's okay. You know, that was just one belt. That's the beginning. That's the beginning, son. You lost it. So what? So what? You'll be back, Brian Norman Jr., stronger than ever, and I believe it. And I know it. I know Brian Norman Jr., he's still learning. He's going to be a threat. He's got power. Imagine he learns how to put his hands together and everything with that power. We ain't seen the last of Brian Norman Jr. We ain't seen the last of that man. No, we have not. And, you know, we got the return now of Tank Davis. Take it for what it is. You know, I've always said, if you find yourself saying this about Tank Davis, I don't care who he fights. I just want to see him. The machine won. They wore you down. You no longer have expectations or hold your fighter at a high standard. You know, the machine did its job, broke you down, and got you accepting whatever he gives us. And I believe that the reason why I'm critical to a lot of these fighters is because I expect more from them. So much more. Because when I see talent and I see great fighters, I know what I'm looking at. And the worst thing that I hate to see is myself. I hate when I see myself. Wasted talent. I hate that.
Yeah, yo, shout out to Fun Trucker in the building. He says, Palazzo about to be upset.
Oh shit, Fun Truck. Hey yo.
You title and new.
Oh shit, like that, Fun Truck? You gotta come on now. When we go, we gonna have to throw the Nostradamus world title on the line on that one. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Fun Truck, you think you could outcall me in these fights? Do you think you got what it takes to take this belt away from... Where's my belt? Where's my... God damn it. Fun Truck done took the other guy. He done took the other guy. You know what I mean? Yo, Fun Truck, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, from one champion, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jesus for taking this fight on a notice, you know what I mean?
Yo, that's Front Truck's dude. That's Front Truck's dude. Yeah. Yo, listen. Hey, listen. Competition.
Hey, get your guy up here. Let him talk his shit before
yeah,
the fight.
Absolutely. We would love to have him on and talk about this fight, Collazo. You know, like I said, Front Truck, I like all these fighters. I don't have a horse in the race. Oscar Collazo is a Puerto Rican fighter. Yeah, it means a lot to me. But may the best man win. I love fair competition. Oscar Collazo didn't get into boxing because he was scared of competition. He got into it to fight the greatest fighters from around the world.
Hey, Loki
You know what
said
I'm
that
saying?
belt's nicer than the Sufa belt.
Yeah, you know it, and you fucking know it, and you know it, baby. Thank you for recognizing that shit. Woo! Yo, it's
Loki
got
ain't
gold.
shit. Yeah,
It got gold on it. It
Loki
got
ain't shit.
Yo, it's got gold on it and shit. Yo,
Yeah. Yo, Loki ain't shit for that one. Yeah.
what? That shit's way better than the super belt. What? What, son? That super belt don't want none of this. Jayo Pataya, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, because this is a real world championship right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that shit's funny.
Yo, that bullshit ass gold silver belt. You know, silver for second place. We rock gold around here. First place, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, we're gonna have to put the belt on the line. You know, I am the current defending world champion. You know what I'm saying?
Stamina. You just picked up the belt and you out of breath.
Yo, I jumped up a little bit though too. I was hopping around, so it wasn't just straight, just standing up. There was a little couple hops in between there, okay? Yo. Oh no, front truck, what you doing up? Oh, front truck's in the building. He's in the building. What's up, front truck?
You hailing from Merced, California, Jesse Chiquito Haro. Biggest
Let's
upset in
go.
boxing. Let's go. Jesse was born for this. 21-time national champion. He's got a couple losses on his record, but that doesn't mean anything because I think those were meant for him to be in his position to take this fight and be such a big underdog and upset everybody. 7-5 Jesse Haro.
Wow.
Jesus Chiquito Haro.
Man, I even forgot for a brief second that he was your boy and everything. And once we started talking about it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's his boy and shit, right? And I'm saying to myself, yep.
Round one, do you know who Ricardo Sandoval is?
Ricardo Sandoval, yes.
He's the, WBC flyweight world champ. Anyways, Haro was getting some rounds in with him, getting ready for Collazo. So Sandoval just beat what's his name, Kenshiro.
Right.
So we getting ready, man. And
You getting ready, huh?
As long as I've known Jesse, Jesse's always stepped in with these types of fighters, bro. So he's gonna get his shine, he's gonna get a paycheck, and he's gonna get aired on live TV. So
Right.
Hey, just tell him to work on protecting his body because Goyaso's a body snatcher.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something right now, right? When we talk about these guys and getting opportunities, there have been many fighters that I would have loved to talk to them, because we didn't know that they were this kind of fighter. A fight in particular. When Jerron Boots Ennis fought Karen, right? No one knew who that guy was. No one. And the way that he fought Jerron Boots Ennis in that first fight, the world knew who he was the next day, didn't they? Right?
Yep.
And it's these kind of fights right here. I know that your boy, he's preparing for the fight and it's too close and he might not have time to come on. But even if he lost or won, I would love to interview him and let the boxing world know about these kind of guys that's been in the ring with world-class fighters and that way that people can get more familiar with them as well. And it also helps for Oscar Collazo because it always comes back to that old saying, oh, Oscar Collazo, you're down there, but who did you fight? If the fans can't get connected with these fighters, we won't know who they are. And that's why I strive here at Round One Sports Talk to allow as many fighters come on and talk about boxing. Tell me what you think in the fight, why you would win, and I would like to hear your side. And
I think Haro's gonna box him up. He's gonna give him a boxing lesson. You know how Josh Kelly kind of circled and jabbed around the boogeyman?
Yep.
That's exactly what Jesse's gonna do. That's his style.
Well, Perro grabbed and clinched a lot, like excessively in the fight. But
Josh Kelly?
No. When Perro fought
No, he's talking
Sabrina
about Josh Kelly
Matias
versus Bakram.
Josh Kelly about Bachram. He boxed circles around him with that jab.
That's what Jesse's about to do. I hope.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
yo.
Yes, I
No,
can hear
but
you now.
but absolutely, around
We
when I
could
agree with you.
agree.
When you get a chance at the number 10 pound for pound fighter, you got to take it because on the back
You
end,
got to.
you might get a bigger fight, and you're getting paid. Finally, he's getting the recognition. I was just taking a look at the
Right.
Facebook post, and he's
Yep.
getting paraded from the mayor of Merced, California. So this is big time,
Wow.
bro.
This
Yeah,
is
small
big
little town.
time.
Yeah, this is small town shit. You know what we're
Yeah,
all
man.
about, and this is Central California. So a lot of fighters are drawing inspiration from
Yeah.
Jesse.
And let me tell you something. With every fighter, Jesse, he has his own vision, his own dreams. And he entered the boxing for to become a world champion. And he has his own family to provide for. I know that Oscar Collazo is a Puerto Rican fighter, unified fighter, and I like him. Yes, in many ways because I am Puerto Rican as well. But, you know, if in fair competition, man, Jesse's going to try to come in there and change his stars. And I wish him all the success in the world, and I really mean that. Because in
Yeah,
this
thank
sport
you.
right here, you know, it's about competition for me. And maybe the right man win. No fouls. I hope them both healthy training camps. And Jesse, thank you for stepping in when someone that they said is much more qualified and worthy than you opted out. You had the cojones, the balls to step up and say, what did you say his name was? Oscar Collazo, the undefeated unified champion? Sign me up. I live for this shit. I was born for this shit.
But that's what he was saying 6 years ago before he turned pro, and that's why I'm so proud of him. Because
Yeah,
he was like that before he turned pro.
you
And
know?
you have to be as a fighter. Fuck yeah, sorry, that
Yes,
one.
Hey,
yes.
Funcho, out of curiosity, what is his current record right now?
13-2.
Nice,
Okay.
He's
nice.
the WBC Youth World Champion. He's a very decorated amateur fighter. He's been boxing since 5 years old. His dad lives, breathes boxing. Opens the gym after work. He volunteers on the weekends. You know that type of family. That's where he's coming from. And this kid is a
Beautiful.
standout kid. Did you guys watch any of the face-offs or the interviews today? And the
No, I didn't get a chance to see that. Had a whole
listen.
bunch of family shit. My basement actually flooded, so I'm down there trying to get the water out. So yeah, I haven't had time. So tell
You
me
guys should
about it.
listen to it. I think you guys will take a liking to Jesse. He's well spoken and you'll like him. He's got a likable
Thank you.
character.
I'm gonna go look that up. Absolutely. No, man, you know what I'm saying? I respect any fighter that laces it up and gets in the ring, especially at a world-class stage and level. There have been many fighters that have gotten a phone call and an opportunity and really trying to change their stars. Let me tell you something right now. Jesse, listen. Roman Cardenas dropped Naoya Inoue in Las Vegas. I was in attendance in that fight. I saw that shit live. Okay? I saw that shit live. And I gotta tell you, I gotta admit, the surge of energy that went through that kid's body, that Mexican kid, Roman Cardenas, when he dropped him, when you know in a fight, when you drop somebody, you know you can drop him, you know you could hurt him. The fight has changed in your head. You understand? Just be careful not to let the fight go. Don't get their focus out of play. You know, rush in for the kill, not expecting something back. You know what to do. You're well trained, well schooled. This is your moment. And you gotta know that you got more than just a puncher's chance here. Roman Cardenas, Luis Pantera Nari. Luis Pantera Nari is a pretty good knockout artist, so I'm not gonna bring him. But fighters like that, talk about that close from changing your stars forever. And even in a loss, some fighters, Rolly, Isa Pitbull Cruz, losing to and Lamont Roach to Tank Davis, star status went where? You know why? Because of your performance. People view your performance and they hold it very high. If you go in there, you know, and maybe if you fall short, but you show a strong count of yourself, you'll win the fans over. And even if you give them that kind of fight where they give the guy the fight, but everybody feels like you won or something like that, shit, your shit will really skyrocket then. So talk about an opportunity. And thank you once again for stepping up to the plate. Roman Cardenas stepped up to the plate. No one knew who he was. He knew in a way finished him. But what happened to Roman Cardenas after that? He's main eventing fights now. Headlining. Still putting in that work. Knocking people out. It was his
Knocks one up.
performance. It was his performance. We saw the grit in the man. We saw the passion. We saw the fight in him. And he won us over. I walked out of that fight. I was going for Naoya anyway. As I'm walking out, I'm logging into fucking Roman Cardenas' social media accounts. Following him. He
We
got
all
a
did.
fan.
We all did.
All right?
We all be.
Because of what he showed. So I'm not saying you're gonna lose this fight, Jesse. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you are none of that. I'm saying no matter what happens, you bring that dog out on this fight right here. This is your moment. This is your world stage. No matter what happens, if you leave that ring on that night and you know you left it all in the ring, win, lose, or draw, you got nothing to hang your head down. But if you go into this fight and you know it, you know you didn't bring your A game, and you respected him too much, and you got the bright lights you let things get to you, you're gonna hate yourself in the morning. You're gonna hate yourself in the morning. So if you ever get in a situation in the fight where you're like, let him go, let him go. Just let him go. And remarkably, when you're tired, this is a trick about fighting, boxing. This is why I kept throwing punches in the OC, the boss fight. Even though I lost the fight and I was tired as fuck, my father taught me this as a young kid. Actually, when you're dead ass tired, if you're calm, you can throw punches forever. Like this, tired. Like this. And when you stop throwing punches and you take too long, you get more tired. While your body's working actually, like this, trained like this, you'll be able to perform. I was gassed the fuck out, but I was still banging punches like this because of what my father told me when I was younger. If you're gonna go down swinging. If you're gonna go down in a blaze of glory. You know what I'm saying? Don't go down holding strike out with the bat on your shoulder. Don't do that. Don't strike out looking at the pitch. If we going, brother, we rock and rolling right here. Let's go. And that's how you gotta have that kind of mindset. So I wish you all the best of luck in the world. I hope you see this video. And I can't wait to see the fight. I want to see what you look like. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go up and I'm going to go check out those interviews, the face-offs. I want to check that out. I want to see how he talks, how he engages with the fans and stuff like that. And let's see what happens in the fight. Absolutely. This is boxing.
Yeah, at the very least, you're going to see some very technical boxing from Jesse. He's
Yeah.
super talented. I'm telling you, like I seen him train for 4 hours, 7 days a week. He's incredible, man. He the only downside or con that I have to him going into the fight is that it's like tough for him to make the 100. Yeah, he can make 100 pounds.
I'm gonna have to look up his highlights. I've never seen him fight. I'm gonna have to go look him up.
Did he just say he has to eat up at the 100?
Oh, yeah,
100
yeah.
pounds is the lowest. You can't get lower than 105.
See?
It's crazy.
But I think it's because he works out so fucking hard that he just is in a calorie deficit.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to see him, man. I wish your boy the best in this fight, man. And I could definitely
Anything is possible.
Yeah,
Anything
anything is possible. You could chase any dream.
and
Anything
Jesse
is
has-
possible.
Hey, listen, Jesse has nothing to lose. He's never fought on TV before, and this was a late call that he got. So he took the opportunity. All of the pressures on Collazo to get the finish, and if he
Oh, yeah.
swings wide, and if he's swinging wide, Jesse's going to get to him first because he's
Yep.
that good and talented of a fighter. And minus 5,000 favorite is like, you got to give Collazo all the respect.
Yeah.
That's a crazy line. When's the last time you've seen minus 5,000?
No, that's not since Not since George St. Pierre with fighting that guy from the Ultimate Series, and he came in there and whooped George St. Pierre's ass on day
Matt
one.
Serra?
Matt Serra, yeah. Not since I seen those kind of odds.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember
No,
those odds. Yeah.
I'm gonna sprinkle some money on my boy. You know,
Hey.
Jesus Chiquito Haro, and the new.
Yeah, listen, your boy better be ready because I'm gonna tell you what, Puerto Rico's finest, Oscar Collazo, he's definitely coming. You know, he's got a point to prove. He wanted to become a 3-time. He's on his own quest in Puerto Rico. He's got the first Ring Magazine belt ever presented in the lowest weight division. That is the first time. That is the first belt of the 105 had a ring belt in. And Oscar Collazo is the first champion with it. So he's already made history.
So how many belts does he have? 3 belts?
He has 3 belts, yeah. You know, technically he's only got the 2 because the sanctioning bodies, but he's also the Ring Magazine belt champion, which gives him the 3rd.
If Jesus wins, he takes them all, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
they're all
let's
on
go.
the now check this out. Shout out to Oscar Collazo for giving Jesus a shot at your titles when you don't have to do that. We all know in a late replacement, that's an option to the champion. He can easily say, I'll take the fights, but the belts are not on the line.
It's not a replacement though. It was a scheduled fight. Like just it was really fast. It wasn't a late
Right. Okay. What they do in this situation, they don't use the word replacement at all. They're gonna say a quick scheduled, quick turnaround. He turned no. We gave you this much time. Are you gonna take the fight? Because Oscar Collazo is putting the titles on the line. He wants a title defense. Oscar Collazo saying, "I'm not fighting for free, and the belts want to get paid too, sanctioning fees, and I want credit for a title defense." So he could put the belts on the line. You see, Naoya, in a way, didn't have to put the belts on the line against Yi Young Kim. He didn't have to put all 4 of them. He could opt out. Yi Young Kim was a 10-day replacement. And Naoya, in a way, said, no, belts on the line. Because the champion has the right. Every time he gets in the ring, if you ever saw it in history, go look at there was a few fighters that this happened to. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. But they end up losing their fight, and you saw their very next fight, they still had their world title. And you ask yourself, why didn't he lose his belt? Because the belt wasn't on the line. You see, the only time you basically got to put all the belts on the line is when you got the 4 or the 3. And then there's situations where a unified champion will have 2 belts and he only put 1 belt on the line. I've seen situations like that. But fighters don't want to fight for anything neither, right? You want credit for your work. So I think Oscar Collazo said, no, I'm putting the belts on the line. You know what I mean? Because I'm not sure what your boy was ranked. But if he wasn't ranked in the top 5 or top 10, then, how would he have gotten a shot at the titles? If he took the opportunity, it becomes an option fight at that point for the champion. And I don't think he has to put the belts on the line. But it's his option. So he's giving your boy all the opportunity in the world. You know what I'm saying? Everything's on the line. So that's what's good. And then your boy can really change his stars because I tell you what happens if he beats Oscar Collazo? Can you say rematch? More money, more money, more money.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Collazo, I'm not saying anything, but when I was looking at the face-off, his eyes look a little dark to me. So that way.
Oh, you think he was dehydrated real bad?
Look at his eyes; they're black.
Wow. Now
Yeah.
remember, Oscar started at the 108 and he doubled back down to the 105. So he didn't
Does he
start
cut
at
a lot
one.
of weight?
Huh?
Does he cut a lot of weight to make the weight?
Well, it's a 3-pound difference from 105 to 108. You know what I'm saying? And then from 108 to 112, from 112 to 115. Those are the weight divisions down there. So it's not a big weight jump, you know, but Oscar, he was in that weird size where that if he moved up just one weight division, he was just too small, not big enough, but he was a little bit too big for the 105. And then he really pushed himself to be the 105 to be able to fight there because he's not a big man by stature. You feel me? So so you might be right, but I got to go look at it. You're saying his eyes were dark like that? Was he blinking? Did you notice?
No, and he's actually Jesse's taller than him, believe it or not, barely, or the same size. You know,
Really?
like
Okay.
half an inch taller.
Yeah, I got to see this shit now. You got me curious. You got me buzzing now. Yeah.
Hey, the biggest upset in boxing, at least in the last 10 years, is going to be this fight Saturday night. Trust.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I see what he's saying right there. But like he's taking shots at you. Yo, listen. But here at Round One Sports Talk, brother, you know what I mean? If you love your fighter and your favorite fighter, come up here and share your opinions about in support of your favorite fan, of your favorite fighter. This is what Fun Truck is doing right here. He's got a fighter. He knows him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come up here like saying crazy shit. He said he knows what the challenge that lies ahead. He knows. But
Great challenge.
he's staying optimistic and he got his boys back. There is nothing wrong with that. He didn't come up here saying, "Oh, he's just gonna whoop Oscar Coyal." You guys don't. No. He recognized the challenge, but he's keeping the faith and saying that his boy is a warrior too. And you're about to find out Saturday. You know what I mean?
7-5.
Hey, that's what it is. And wait, what'd you say? 7-5?
7-5.
7-5. We're gonna change the numbers. Listen, okay, 7-5. I say 7-5 the other way, but
Okay.
no. I'm bold. I'm gonna keep it funky. You're my guest. I show you a lot of respect and love, but I gotta be honest. He's gonna stop your boy within 8.
No stoppage, no chance.
Okay. You know, respect. You know what I'm saying? You're saying yours, I'm saying mine. Hey, it is what it is. But, hey, look,
Hey,
man.
round one.
Yes.
Everyone said that Blanton was going to leave on a stretcher, and what happened? This guy walked. He was able to walk away this weekend. You know. When things are expected, they almost never turn out to be like so.
Rolly was supposed to be the sacrificial lamb to Ryan Garcia. Rolly was never supposed to win that fight. That fight was just a preparation for the Devin Haney fight in the future. And Rolly came in there and shocked the world, didn't he? Rolly walked right in there. He was never supposed to win that fight. Devin Haney and his father were sitting there in attendance. Turkey bought out the whole New York City block. And Rolly didn't come there because they thought he was going to win. And Rolly,
Oscar has all the pressure's on Oscar. He has everything to lose. Like I said, Jesse's going in there. You know, no one knows who he is, so fuck it. Why not just let everything fly?
Yeah.
And how I've been watching his career. At first, he was very, very light, and like he fought the amateur style in his first 5 to 7 fights, and then I think he changed trainers. He moved up to Reno during his fight camps, and he started sitting down a little bit more, and he was getting hit a little bit more, but he was actually like winning the professional rounds, which were 8 through 12, you know, which are really, really tough. Because like if I could tie this back to Xander, let me give this an example. Xander moved very technical, right? And it looked like he was gonna gas out, at least for me, during the last couple rounds of that fight. But he held through, and I came to like it. But that style is very hard to keep up with, and Jesse can do that. You know? But Jesse, that's the style that he has.
He can't get spinned by Collazo. Collazo will spin you quick, and he'll have you after a few rounds of that. You'll be confused. His angle movement, and he tries to get underneath the fighter. He's short. And Goyaso's like that. And to my boy here that says this thing about, the sanctioning fees and the requirements and, the same thing with Jayo Pataya being stripped by the IBF. But I'm here to let you know that was another situation. Thank you for bringing it up, right? That the IBF threatened to strip him, but in fact, they did not strip him. According to the IBF, Jaya Pataya is still the IBF Cruiserweight Champion today. What they did was the exact thing I was talking about. That's why I'm glad you brought it up. They just opted not to put the title on the line because that dude, I guess, wasn't worthy title contender. There was someone else he was supposed to fight, and the IBF just chose not to sanction the fight. For that particular fight, they stood out of the way. After Jai finished the fight, they gave him back his belt. That's what they chose to do. Now, they could have stripped him, yes. They could have vacated the belt, was another option. Yes, they can do that. Apparently, they paid the sanctioning fees for the IBF. SUFA, or Dana White, paid the sanctioning fees to the IBF. The IBF was in attendance all the way up into the week of the fight, where they backed out, where they must have got a call from the other sanctioning bodies, or however it happened. They say, you do know IBF, you cannot allow that SUFA belt in the ring with your belt. The minute you do that, you give credibility, life to the SUFA belt. Then the SUFA belt doesn't have to put in years of making its way. Once the world sees that the SUFA belt is in the same ring with the IBF, well, then that SUFA belt got to mean something, because the winner's going to take both belts. On that night, you just gave credibility to that SUFA belt without them having to put in 10 years of proving themselves, like the WBO did, like the IBO is doing right now. They would have literally cut the line in the structure of how it's laid out. So the IBF could not allow that, and I try to tell you guys that. Round One Sports Talk was the guy who was telling you guys, I'm telling you, IBF will never allow this to happen. What happened that Saturday or whatever Sunday, whenever the fight took off? What happened? Was I right or was I not right? Did I not tell you that the IBF is not going to let this happen? Look, because what? History taught me that. The IBF, they did that to Marvelous Hagler with the IBF too. 10, 20 years,
You're
whatever
right.
amount of time it was, but it happened. What up?
Mhm.
Yeah, so
No, I
boxing
hear you.
history teaches me that. Yeah, what's up?
Nah, I hear exactly what you're saying. I agree. That's crazy, but it makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can't allow the new guy to come on your block and start selling work on my block when I built this block while telling me my product ain't shit, they shit is better. Wow, and I built this. So, but I'm gonna let you stand right there and sell your shit right next to me. You crazy? While you're telling me your shit ain't shit, my shit's the best. What's Sufa saying? Your belts ain't shit, my belts are the shit. And then the people are saying, well, Sufa must be a real belt because the Ring magazine is rocking out with them and they allowed the Ring and the Sufa belt. Wow. Wake up, people. The Ring magazine belt and the Sufa belt are owned by the same guy. Turkey owns both those belts. No wonder he's putting the Ring with the Sufa and giving it credibility. He owns both of them. Well said from a man that owns both those belts. You know? So bro, you can't get your reputation off of me. You better go out there and handle your business like we did over the years. We made these belts champion by champion. And Sufa on day one, week one, won a free ride to the top off our hard work while calling our shit garbage. It's not like they came in and said, no, we honor the IBF, the WBO, the WBC. You guys are prestigious. We would be honored to compete against you. Allow us to put our super belt in the ring with you, right? If they would have come on some more humble shit and said, yeah, we want to prove to the world we have better fighters. We're scouting better fighters. We want to compete against you. No, they kicked open the door, said your whole fucking belts are trash. All your fucking champions are garbage. We're going to fucking start over. We're going to take over boxing. We're going to put our fighters in uniform. We're going to take all their sponsorship money. We're going to say, because you piece of shits, you guys take sanctioning fees. And we're going to say in SUFA, you don't pay sanctioning fees over here, but we're going to charge you on the back end. They're just changing the sanctioning fees to your fucking sponsor money that you're never going to get. So you're actually paying sanctioning fees for that SUFA belt because you're signing all your rights away to them. So although you don't pay on their belt, you pay on the other end. So boxing gets to keep all their money, all sponsors. They get to dress the way they want. They get to keep boxing tradition alive. When we see the boxer come out from the back and he got his clothes on and everything, we're seeing the outfit and they're coming out with their mariachi band or whatever. SUFA took all that away. No more tradition tassels on the shorts. You're fucking with tradition. SUFA took all that away, made it like military boxing. You're not free in no aspect. So you don't pay sanctioning fees, but you get raped on the back end. And in boxing, you pay a little bit of sanctioning fees and you're free to do what you want. And make money and make appearances and pocket all that money. Listen. How much money can a boxer make on sponsorships? Teofimo Lopez taught me that. What happened when Teo was going through the divorce? Huh? His girl made him put his public record, his money, on for everybody to see it. And that's when it was discovered Teo has never fought for $500,000 on Top Rank. 200,000. 400,000. He never made $1 million, right? And then his wife said in the divorce, I want the G-Wagon, the Mercedes. You see the number on that wagon? That wagon cost over 250,000, right? And the assets were in the millions. But wait a minute, Teo, you ain't never made that much money. And Teo had to reveal the sponsorships that he was getting. He was getting $1 million here, $1 million there. He was getting appearances. Teo had other things in the back. He made more money on sponsorships and shit from what boxing provided for him. See, boxing provides the world stage, the title. But Teo's purse gate, he never cracked $1 million, not even close. But did he make more than $1 million a year? Yes.
Of course.
Yes. So, what's SUFA gonna do with all Teo's millions? Does he buy that G-Wagon now if he started off with SUFA?
Of course not. They keep that.
They keep the G-Wagon money. They keep all the appearance money. And then they take you, because they own you, you got to give them 40 hours TV time. You got to sit there with a microphone, talk. You got to give your SUFA commitment to your contract. While the clicks and views come in, the money starts rolling. Don't worry about it because you won't see any of it. They do give you a percentage, SUFA. It's not like they take 100% of all your sponsorships. They're going to allow you to make some money, and the way they dress it up is, if SUFA gets a sponsorship, let's say Nike sponsors their uniform, and now you can only wear the uniform that SUFA makes, Nike makes for SUFA, and of course they're going to have their Nike check on it. The fighters will get a percentage of that. They'll get a percentage, but it's be so low, so minute. You know what I'm saying? A couple $100 or something. It's not gonna be anything because if Sufa gets a sponsorship, all the fighters get a percentage of it. But it's not really profitable. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's not the kind of money you would get from an outside sponsor that was like, yo, would you show up at my kid's birthday party? I'll give you $1 million or some rich dude to come to my kid's birthday party. You're his favorite boxer. If Sufa finds out about that shit, they taking that shit. Nah, I'd rather pay sanctioning fees. Now, just before you think, if you think anything, I'm going to leave you guys with this because I got to go. But check this out. If you think I'm fighting change, I'm not. If you think I don't like Sufa because they're the next thing in town threatening boxing, you would be wrong. Because actually, I'm fed up with boxing. And I want change and I want structure. But not like this. Not like this. I was all happy for Sufa.
Yeah.
I was all happy for Sufa. Boxing needs help. We need better rule structure, better officiating, judging. We need it to be worldwide. When Sufa came into boxing, I was eager to see if they put out a better product than Pro Box, Box Lab. If they can at least compete with them. They started signing exciting fighters like Jayo Pataya and more, right? And now they got Conor Ben, not so much not exciting, but popular in some countries in his own right. So they started signing fighters like that, and it started looking very promised. You know how, when you ever get that interview or whatever, when like the state comes over to check out your pizzeria spot or your housing apartment. When everybody comes over, what do? You put the best employee in the front and he talks, I love it here. I love it here. I always loving working here and I wish I could work here forever, right? They put that guy on the front of the camera, right? And meanwhile, they're whipping the employees in the back room. Work harder. You know what I mean? And it's always when that inspection comes around, they always bring up the brown noses at the company. No, there's no rats here. No, meanwhile, there's a rat running right by. You know what I'm saying? The place is infested, right? But so when Sufa was coming out, and I want you guys to know that I'm looking for change. I'm actually looking for change in boxing. I thought that Sufa was going to be my savior. I thought that Sufa was going to come in and bring structure, order to boxing. And I was all for that. I didn't think they were going to be dictators. I didn't think they were going to be that. And I said to myself, Sufa's good, but at what cost? At what cost to the fighters? As soon as you walk through the door, your Muhammad Ali Act is stripped away from you. You do know it doesn't work in Sufa, right? They're protected under the structure they built. So the second you sign over, why would somebody want you to sign over the rights to the Muhammad Ali Act? That by itself draws red flags for me. If the Muhammad Ali Act was created to protect the fighter, why do you want me to sign into something that takes away my protection while leading me in there? It's like telling me, come over. Hey, Lou, come over. Yeah, come over for dinner. Why I know I'm going to get shot in the back of the head.
That's when I changed the pronunciation from Sufa to suffer, because they're going to suffer. It's
Yo, man.
boxing.
Hey, listen, we're going to about to see, but fight fans, thank you for tuning in tonight. It's always been my pleasure. Thank you to all my hosts, my panelists. Thank you to the chat. Hey, yo, peace to God. You have a blessed one tonight. I will be back here tomorrow, and we'll be back doing this again. And we're going to be here Saturday to kick off and watch that card. The Notre Dame world title will be on the line. It is way better than the Sufa belt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I've heard. You know what I mean? So listen, fight fans, we have a blast here at Round One Sports Talk. We have a great family. We like to watch boxing, crack jokes, and have an amazing time and try to put our boxing knowledge to see if we can be the one to guess the correct round and the fighter to win the fight. Trust me when I tell you, it sounds easy, but it's really hard to predict the right one. So, fight fans, thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor, please, on your way out, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, become a Round One Sports Talk member, and like always, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports Talk. Peace to God, you've been the best.